See, we're talking about Black and African Americans. We're not talking about this beef shit that we are on. We're not on this drama shit right now. We're on Aboriginal TV's channel talking about Pan-Africans throwing shots at the Aboriginals. A Pan-African came on here, our brother that makes our shows live for real. I gotta say, all of us need to like sneak together and throw this nigga like $10 because he's one of the only Pan-African boo-boos that come up here and put up a fight. People that just come up here need to see that. They need to see an African and they need to see an Indian and they need to see the debate so they could choose a side. Not a coincidence is a major factor in this community and people don't even know it. Goofy motherfuckers.
What's up, Chihuahua?
Beat those drums.
Yeah. I was gonna try to think of something clever to say, but fuck it.
Just in case someone's looking for me, that's easy.
We run from the cops. We run from Rodamans. We run from security guards. We run from old man Quills in this fucking bullshit store when he come with that bullshit gun. All he do is fucking run. Like I'm on a goddamn track team.
Hey, put a plug on the internet.
And blow the building.
I'ma just shut my entire internet down. Hey, put a plug on the internet.
Told you. Look, y'all.
I
Look,
don't know what's going on. Put a plug.
This is called The Destruction of Dane Calloway Live. This is classic, Garfield. You got a classic right here. He front end. The world can see him pump fake.
Scared of that. Is that dude again? That slow talking dude. I can't mess with him.
Tell you what, I'ma just shut my entire internet down.
Told
hey,
you.
Pull a plug on the internet.
Told you. Look, y'all.
I don't know what's going on. Pull a plug.
This is called The Destruction of Dane Calloway Live. He's playing games. I told y'all he was a joke. He pulled the internet.
That's what, and I'm not about to do that. I'm calling. Did you call the police, Kelly? I did. I'm calling the police. I already did it.
Really, Dane Calloway?
Right now.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Yes.
They just sent this link to me saying somebody was using my thumbnail on this channel.
For what? For what?
Hold on. What's the channel called?
I mean, you came in here. You know
Hold
the
on.
channel called.
I thought we all plagiarized.
Send me the
I thought
link.
plagiarism was cool.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Send me the link.
You know, is that
Yeah.
we
No,
all?
I'm in there
this,
now.
This is the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. No. This is the thumbnail for this show. Have I used your thumbnail? Have I used it? Yeah, of course.
Okay.
With this Malcolm X.
I got it now.
Said some crazy shit. No, absolutely not.
Oh man, how you gonna bitch up and just leave, man?
This what they
How
do.
you gonna kick
This
him
what
off
they
the
do.
panel? Not a coincidence. No, he didn't get kicked off.
I didn't kick him off. He left.
Nah, he
Hold on,
left.
stop.
I can tell you.
He left like a little bozo.
Right.
Dane Calloway jumped on like a little bozo.
Ah, bug the fuck up.
Who ain't?
What you gonna say? You off for Thanksgiving?
Who ain't? Hey, this
broke niggas, man.
What's funny?
Y'all fan Africans be broke.
Hey, so here's this. What's funny is that you said I don't have no job, but I was just on a show with your people on the Abo channel talking to them while I was working. Oh, don't leave, nigga. Don't leave, nigga. Don't run, nigga.
Check yourself, Q. You gotta snap some collars and let them motherfuckers know you there to take them out anytime you feel like it. You gotta get the ground beneath your feet, partner. Get the wind behind your back and go out in the blaze if you got to. Otherwise, you ain't shit.
Now, Africa has always and still is the prize for the whole world. We as a people have always been the world's richest people, culturally rich, mineral rich. We have always been the prize because we have always had and still have something that other people won't, think they can't do without, and don't care to pay for. Because we have always been the prize, we have been under siege for over 3,000 years. Nothing that ever brought into Africa from the outside was meant to do the African any good. That means all other religions. Islam was the handmaiden of Arab imperialism. Christianity was the handmaiden of European imperialism. The Hebrew faith was the handmaiden of a concept called the chosen people. Now, if God is kind and God is merciful and God has no stepchildren, he won't choose one over the other. And to say he chose some people, you're making him a bigot. And to say that he endorsed enslavement of one people over the other, you're making him an accessory to murder. The Arabs used Islam to rationalize their slavery and their imperialism. The Europeans used Christianity to rationalize their slavery and imperialism. Who are you kidding about friends in the world? Damn it, if you want a friend, look in the mirror.
The combination on pill.
Spin like we know the combination on pill. We gon' spin like we know the combination on pill.
What's up, Chihuahua?
Beat those drums.
If you're an options trader, day trader, or stock trader, and you're losing money in the market right now, or you're
if you're new to my channel, welcome. This is my very first video in English, and maybe we'll have more, I don't know. But I thought it was important to make a video in English for this, because this is actually about my African-American relatives, distant, very distant relatives. So a while ago, I did a DNA test with an American company. And actually, excuse me, let me give you a little summary of my background. I'm sorry. I did not, since you probably haven't watched my videos in French, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So I am from Gabon, which is a small country in Central Africa. It's actually on the western coast, but it's in the central area of Africa. So we say that it's part of the central region of Africa. I'm part of the Fang tribe, which is a tribe that exists in several countries: Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, and Congo. I think that's it. Yeah. There's about, I don't know, I think about 1 million of us. A while ago, like a couple of years ago, I was interested in knowing more about my I guess my background. I mean, I kind of knew who I was, but I wanted to make sure, because, you know, you never know, and, you know, there's always family secrets. So yeah, but I was pleasantly surprised because my DNA test came back and I'm 100% African. I'm 99% from the Congo Basin area. So this comprises Cameroon, Congo, and I guess Gabon and Equatorial Guinea. It basically, this is where the Fang people, you know, where they are today. So 99% I'm from there, and 1% I am a, oh, I forgot the term they use. Ancestral African, something like that. So I looked it up, and it's basically very, very ancient African, sorry. So it's basically the Khoisans of South Africa, but also I had no idea. So they're related to pygmies. Pygmies are mostly in the central area of Africa. So I'm either 1% Khoisan or 1% pygmy. I don't know. But being 1% pygmy is actually very interesting because I'm a tall girl, like I'm 5'11". So the reason why I wanted to make this video was because I remember this story that my mom used to tell us. So apparently in my family, there's like a great, I don't know how many greats, how many generations, but a great, like an ancestor. Well, not an ancestor, but a brother of an ancestor. So it's a great uncle who just disappeared one day, just vanished from the village and was never seen again. And so everybody in the family kind of agreed. I mean, that's the story we've heard. That's the story we hear today, that he was probably taken to be kidnapped, stolen, to become a slave in the Americas, and so we never heard from him again. But thanks to technology today, it's just amazing. So after, when you get your test results, you get to see who and how many people you're related to, in this country, in the United States. And I was very surprised to see that there's over 700 people I'm related to. Here are my DNA results. So I'm 99% from Cameroon, Congo, Southern Bantu peoples. This is probably, the Funk tribe, because we're from, Gabon, Cameroon, Congo, the small Congo, Brazzaville. And this tiny country here is Equatorial Guinea. So here it is. Now let's go check out my matches. All right, so I'm gonna hide the names. And there you go. I have like hundreds and hundreds of people. It's crazy. It's crazy. So most of them are African American. Some of them are Latinos, and a few are even Asian and white. And I was very surprised. And when you look at their DNA profiles, you see that they have some African ancestry. I guess they just look white or Latino. I mean, because it's probably the majority of their genes, but they do have some African genes. It's just wow. So we see a lot of people. I'm surprised. I'm like, wow. So this person, if indeed it's him, if this person was taken from my family, had a lot of descendants. And who knows, maybe there was more than one person who was taken. I don't know. Anyway, this is the one story that I know. So I thought I'd share it with you. So here goes. A lot of people. Wow. And it's like between 5th and 8th, I think, cousin, something like that. And so I guess it's between, well, it's a lot of generations, so it's like at least we must have shared a great grandparents, something like that. And it's just amazing, and so I try to calculate what it meant, and it probably means that this great uncle was taken probably in the first third of the 19th century, something like that. So yeah, I thought it was interesting to just talk about this and to talk about how, as an African, I was aware of slavery. Of course, we all are. We have all read about it. We've all watched movies about it, but it just feels so distant, And of course, I have a lot of compassion for the people who were taken, the people who now descend from those people who were taken. Like, we come from the same people. We don't really know each other, and it's just so sad. It's just so sad. But now, having taken this test and having seen that I'm related to all those people, it's just very wow. It's an eye opener. I mean, I'm shocked. Well, not really shocked. I mean, it's not really that surprising, but it's just it's sad. I'm sad. I'm sad for him. I'm sad for the great uncle who was kidnapped and who never saw his family again. I don't even know what to say. I mean, yeah. I'm sad that I'm really sad that this happened, and I don't know. I guess my story is just about how, you know, we may think we're all different, you know, because, you know, we come from different places, but really we all know we have common ancestors. And so maybe we should just try to work on our differences and just try to, you know, get acquainted more, you know, get to know each other more, because we all are from the same family. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Peace, everybody. Peace, what's going on? So, if you can see in the title, it's about the Roots movie. Well, somewhat. What happens a lot is that when we talk to these abos, right, they like to bring up roots as if they use it in a sense where, oh, if it wasn't for roots, we wouldn't know we was African. Nobody was talking about we was African before roots. They just go down that whole line of just crazy rhetoric, like roots just set it off for everybody. After roots, that's when they was teaching it in the schools. That's when people grandmothers started saying they was African and so on and whatever else, right? Oh, wait, here where I'm at. Let me play this little clip right here.
But yeah, it hit differently, man, when you don't no longer think you're a slave, my dude. You watch Roots movie, is like watching Martin. It's funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I'm saying? It's like watching Martin and shit. Like, oh, the fact that somebody actually in the room watching it with you believe that this is based on real life events is even more, even more, you know what I'm saying, laughable. Like, you know, somebody in here believing, oh, this how they treated us. Nigga, I'm over here chilling, laughing through the whole movie. Motherfuckers like they want to jump on me and shit. Like, that was my ancestors, nigga.
Man, listen, I ain't found one nigga that's Candy Cooper can't tell you yet. You feel me?
Not a coincidence, Ken.
Oh yeah, he did say he was Candy Cooper can't tell you yet. You feel me?
Not a coincidence, Ken.
Oh yeah, he did say he was Candy Cooper can't tell. I forgot.
I think them niggas is family members.
Yeah, matter of fact, you did say you had a great uncle named Toby. I didn't even put the two together.
So, you know, we get the usual from A1 and Aboriginal Power. They just like to play around up there, make jokes. But what they saying is what a lot of abos say, and they push this. If it wasn't for roots, we wouldn't think we were African, and we wouldn't think that we was from a slave trade, right? Facts, melanated, they nothing but jokes, right? Now Toby's my lost ancestor. But, you know, this is serious because, right, this movie didn't teach us we was African. It definitely didn't.
Behold, the only thing greater than yourself.
Now, relive the epic story with Roots 30th Anniversary Special Edition. Available now.
So we all seen Roots. They did it. They even did it over, right? If you haven't seen it, you should see it. It's entertaining, especially the new one, the updated version, right? But, right, Roots, it comes out in 1977, right? It's an American television miniseries based on Alex Haley's 1976 novel Roots. So the book comes out in 76. The movie, the show comes out in 77. So that's our benchmark right there. They're saying prior to that, nobody Nobody was talking about any of this African stuff, the slave trade stuff. You know, remember that's what they like to say. Right? That's one of the things they want to attribute us knowing that we right. So what else? Like even
We reference.
we got this guy.
You be referencing some shit, boy.
Well, I'm telling you, bro, this gonna be their Kunta Kinte epiphany moment. Okay? I'm telling you, bro, this gonna be their Kunta Kinte epiphany moment. Okay?
So yeah, they love talking about bringing roots up. They reference it all the time. Like we said, the novel comes out in 76. The movie comes out in 77, right? But prior to that, we had another movie, right? It was called Mandingo. Mandingo is a 1975 American historical melodrama film that focused on the Atlantic slave trade in the antebellum South. The film title refers to the Mandinka people, who are referred to as Mandingos and described as being good slaves for fighting matches, right? So this movie came out in 75. There's a little trailer for it. So again, this is before Roots. Let me see.
And depravity in Africa. My people born free. That's right. All the shocking realism, all the magnificence and depravity in Africa. My people born free. That's right. Free men, not slaves. That's right. Magnificence and depravity in Africa. My people born free.
So really, conversation should be over right there. We got the movie Mandingo, 1975. Right here in this part, what did he say? In Africa, my people born free. Right. We have other movies like The Legend of Nigga Charlie. Right? The Legend of Nigga Charlie is a 1972. So this is way before. It's a couple years before Roots. Black exploitation Western film directed by Martin Goldman and starring Fred Williams. Right? The plot. The opening scenes includes Charlie as a baby with his mother Theo in Africa. The two are forced into slavery 20 years later. Charlie kills an abusive plantation owner and flees with his two friends Joshua and Toby, and they run away from slave catchers. The trio experiences racism, standoff, romance, specifically in a small town. After Joshua is killed in a standoff against the town's outlaw, the film ends with Charlie and Toby leaving town to continue with no destination. So already we have another movie before Roots where they say, it's called Nigga Charlie. In the opening scene, what do they say? Charlie and his mother was kidnapped from Africa. Let's play a little bit of Nigga Charlie. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is the part. Charlie whoop his ass.
Come on out of there, nigga. Yeah. Listen. Come here. I'm back here. Come here. Yeah. You so leader. I want to beat you. Stand up. Let him go, Charlie. You're gonna kill him. Let him go, Charlie. Please, Charlie.
So yeah, so here you see this legend of nigga Charlie, and this is not no story of no weak, Negroes. They fighting back. Melanated Goddess. You can look at the I got the links in the description. You can find the videos. Some of these are just trailers though, but they have the whole video on YouTube. Most of them, yeah, they're movies. But the isness, y'all like to say, if it wasn't for Roots, and we know Roots is a historical fiction. Y'all like to say, if it wasn't for Roots, we wouldn't know nothing about this African slave trade. There's another movie. It's titled Slaves. Slaves is a 1969 American drama directed by Herbert Berberman. The film stars Dionne Warwick. I'm pretty sure everybody knows Dionne Warwick in her screening debut. So this is her first movie. Her first movie. Plot: the set in the 1850 South. The film follows Cassie and Luke, two black slaves who are sold to a sadistic plantation owner, McKay. He wants labor from the men and sex from the women. On this, he determined to exploit both Cassie and Luke. Here's a little clip of that. This is the whole movie, actually, of this one.
$1,000. That's more like it. We have $1,000. Now, Mr. McKay.
11.
1,100? 1,100.
1,150.
Thank you, ma'am. 1,150. Is there 1,175? 1,175.
12.
$1,200. I got $1,200. $1,200. Anyone else? $1,200. 1,200 once. 1,200 twice. Anyone else? $1,200. $1,200. Nobody else? You all done? $1,200. Sold the Captain Mrs. McKay for $1,200. Masters and mistresses.
So yes, this is one of the smartest chats on YouTube. So yes, Sean, we knew about slavery before Roots. This is common sense. But a lot of these abos, they like to say, nobody taught this. I mean, until Roots, this wasn't even a thing. Nobody talked about this. And yes, we have evidence, right? So we just going through a couple movie titles that's before Roots. This movie that I just showed was from 1969, right? We had things in the early 70s. We got movies all the way up to the early 1900s that talk about slavery. So, like I was saying, right? We even have this movie about Ganga Zumba. It's a Brazilian film made in 1963 by Carlos de Guiz and released in 1972 about slavery in Brazil. Right? A lot of people might have heard of Ganga Zumba, right? But if you haven't, here he is, right? Was the first leader of a massive runaway slave settlement in Quilombo's das Palmeiras, or Angola Jonga, in present-day state of Alagoas, Brazil. Zumba was enslaved and escaped bondage on a sugar plantation and eventually rose to the position of the highest authority within the kingdom of Palmeiras, and the corresponding title of Ganga Zumba. Right? So a lot of us heard of him. They even made a movie about him. Right? So they made a movie about him. Like I said, this is all before Roots. He said to come from Africa. Here go a little clip of it.
Tá tudo permitido. Os homens não.
So yeah, if you want to see that movie, you can go and check it out. I'll put the link in the description. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. So what we got next? My fault. My fault, family. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. So what is this? This is Hartford. This is a newspaper from Hartford, Connecticut. Hartford Courant, July 11th, 1972. Right? So what are they talking about here? Says also today, Melvin Charles of New York City will talk to Hub students and in the public about the Black American Heritage flag at 7 p.m. at Hale Lecture Hall. The flag was recently created to foster a sense of unity in Black Americans about their African heritage. Charles will explain the symbols of the black and red and gold flag, which he said is not intended to compete with the American flag for loyalty of blacks. So again, this is about showing people that we referenced Africa all the time. There was movies, you know, this Africa and this African slave trade way before Roots. And we're gonna go down the timeline. We're gonna go down the timeline. So this is in 1972. We have things like African American History and Art Museum. This is in Chicago, July 9th, 1967. So what did it say? South African Mass, Miss Margaret Burroughs, director of the Museum of African American History. Wait, this is in 1967. Why is that word African American? History and Art, 3806 Michigan Ave displays a mask carved by a member of the Ibito tribe of South Africa. Right? Negro History Museum seeks more visitors. Still undiscovered by most Chicagoans, is one of the largest collection of books and materials representing the history of the Negro people in the Midwest. A 19th century gravestone mansion at 3806 Michigan Ave with a large sculpture Negro head in front of house, the Museum of African American History and Art. Relics portray African history and documents and other items illustrate the life of the Negro in this country. She ain't seen the movie Roots. She couldn't have seen it. Roots didn't come out yet. Right? We have Negro History Week. Well, let me play this again.
No longer think you a slave, my dude. You watch Bruce movie is like watching Martin. It's funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I'm saying? It's like watching Martin and shit. Like, oh, the fact that somebody actually in the room watching it with you believe that this is based on real life events is even more even more, you know what I'm saying, laughable. Like, you know, somebody to believe that this is based on real life events is even more even more, you know what I'm saying, laughable. Like, you know, somebody in here believing, oh, this how they treated us. Nigga, I'm over here chilling, laughing through the whole movie. Motherfuckers like they want to jump on me and shit. Like, that was my ancestors, nigga.
Man, listen. I ain't found one nigga that's Candy Cooper can tell you yet. You feel me?
Not a coincidence, Kente.
Oh yeah, he did say he was kin to Kunta Kinte. I forgot.
They always got some jokes, but the truth is they can only joke about it, right? They have no history. Aboriginals have no history, and we didn't need Roots to tell us our history. It's the Chicago Tribune, 1963. Schools celebrate Negro History Week. Race progress is related. Outstanding achievements of the Negro in America. Outstanding achievements of the Negro in America, his African heritage, and his fight for equal treatment in our society are being featured in Negro History Week assemblies in many Southside schools. Students in Phillips High School 240E, Prussian Road, were treated last week to a visit by Athena Gibson, tennis star. Right. So again, like I gotta say, there was never a detachment from Africa. There was never a question about Africa, right? Like it says here, the Negro in America, his African heritage. This is in 1963, right? In 1949, in the Louisville, Kentucky, the Courier Journal, October 16th, 1949, we got Lorenzo Down Turner, the famous Lorenzo Down Turner, right? So Negro savant traces Americanisms to dialect straight out of Africa. This is in 1949, way before Roots. Way before Roots. So how do they explain this? How does the Abo explain this? Right? We have all I've been showing. We got movies, right? We got articles. We're gonna get to some more stuff where we just always been talking about Africa and the slave trade. What else does this say? Dr. Lorenzo Dow Turner, professor of English at the Roosevelt College, Chicago, mastered 32 African dialects to find the roots of some modern Americanisms. A law never revealed to white men has been wrested from his people by painstaking Negro professor. His search uncovered astonishing survivals of what? African culture. African culture. African culture and more than 4,000 African words, names, and numbers still spoken among 250,000 Negroes in a corner of the United States. That's a lot of Negroes. Still close to that African culture. He's talking about the Gullah people. Right? I have this. If you want to read this article, I have it in the link in the description. But the point is, this is in 1949. They love to say what? We wouldn't know nothing about Africa if it wasn't for Roots. Right? So a lot of us, this might be silly, but they need to see this. Right? So you know what I like to do when we go through history? I like to put myself in it. Right? It's a little spot in my family tree. Well, let's just see. Right here, you can see this little blue dot. Can y'all see that blue dot? You see that one who has the blue dot? That's actually somebody who took a DNA test. And I was actually able to find this out exactly how we're related. Right? So the reason I say this because this can only happen if me and this person took a DNA test without having to explain how I know this is my family right here, because we're going to click on this man because I know this is my family. Why? Because through records, for one, but it also matches with DNA that I have with other people, right? That is actually her uncle. You think she knows her uncle, right? So yeah, so let's see. So let's see. This is William Francis Bunn, and he The reason I'm pulling him up because he actually did a oh, why am I doing it that way? Oh, never mind. He actually was interviewed, right? His name is William Francis Bunn, right? His name was William Francis Bunn, right? He did an interview, and this is from the Brooklyn Daily Eagle, Monday, May 14th, 1934. That's actually my birthday. That's crazy. May 14th. Not the year, 1934. Not the year. Bunn and Smith are some of the oldest Negro families on Long Island. So I don't know, some people might have heard a couple conversations I had with people from New York in the area. True story, and a couple other people. Well, they know once you hear that Bunn name, you know you've been there for a long time. Right. So like I said, it's from 1934. My cousin was he's in this article. I'm gonna read it. It says, by the way, on Long Island, some of the oldest families in Brooklyn and Long Island are Negroes. We are told by state officials who have spent years studying the matter. It seems that back in the 18th century, moneyed folk of Long Island made their living sending ships to sea, ostensibly for the purpose of whaling. So they said they was whaling, but actually the vessels went out over to Africa and picked up cargoes of Negroes. 1934, we have this story of slavery, right? Their ships packed with dazed Africans. The Long Islanders started for Charleston, where they never had any trouble sailing them to plantation owners. That there was an unwritten law that if any Negroes on the trip gave birth to children, the young ones could not be sold but were taken back to Long Island. I don't know how true that is, but there were in time quite a few of these free babies who grew up working about the homes of the ship captains. By and by, they drifted into various lines of employment. Few of them left Long Island. The two of the largest, oldest Negroes family on Long Island adopted the name Smith and Bunn. Yesterday, we went out to East Setauket to see a colored friend of ours by the name of William Bunn. Now, this is the cousin I'm talking about. He works in a garage, and all his close relatives are gainfully employed in Suffolk County. He himself studied for a while at Brown University. Mr. Bunn said, now this is the part I want to talk about, what he's about to say here. So when Abels talk about, or they have oral history, when you really look up what oral history is, it kind of needs to be documented. So it's somebody telling a story that's being documented. So this is actual oral history, right? I think this story is true. I don't know that, he said, I do know that my grandfather used to talk a lot about it. And my family is very proud of how long it has been on Long Island. Now, what story is referring to? The story that they was talking about how the babies from Africa that was born on the ship they was bringing to Long Island. This is what he's saying. And my family is very proud of how long it has been on Long Island. Also, they talk a lot about how they do not come from slave stock. So they're saying there was free Black people in New York. That is very much true because we got to understand the laws in New York. I find people free all the way up to the 1820s. We had the Gradual Emancipation Act, right? So this is in 1934. He probably doesn't know 100 years before or whatever, but he has a story in his family about Africans coming to America in the slave trade, right? And again, this is 1934. This is an interview from a cousin of mine. And why don't I do it that way? From this cousin, William Bunn, right? So next, who we got? We got a person by the name Dorothy B. Porter. Was a librarian, bibliographer, and curator who built the Moreland Spring Gone Research Center at Howard University. In a world-class research collection, she was the first African-American to receive a library science degree from Columbia University. Porter published numerous bibliographies on African American history. When she realized that the Dewey Decimal System had only 2 classification numbers for African American, one for slavery and one for colonization, she created a new classification system that ordered books by genre and author. So she's seen the racism, right? She's seen the racism even in how they actually classify these books and put these books how you find them, right? So she created a new way of looking it up, right? We always innovating. But this is one of her books that she made in 1971. It's called Early Negro Writing, 1760 to 1837 by Dorothy Porter. Right. So in this book, let me see. You know, she goes through some things. Right. She talks about damn, can y'all see that? This shit will go crazy. She talk about mutual aid and fraternal societies, laws of African society, the Sons of Africa, so on, an address to the New York African Society for Mutual Relief. Right. So let me go to that one. That's the one I want to go to. That's computer acting so slow. My bad, y'all. Oh, that's why. Because my shit expired. Give me a second, y'all. But yeah, so I want to show you this part in this book where, right? Remember, this is 1971. Right? 1971. They shouldn't know about an address to the New York African Society for Mutual Release delivered by William Hamilton, 1908. Oh, here it is. My bad. So it says, my brethren. Remember, this is addressed to the New York African Society, 1809. It says, my brethren and fellow members of the New York African Society for Mutual Relief, I congratulate you on the first anniversary of the day, which has produced an event that, for its importance to African and descendants, stand unrivaled, an event that long and audacious have been the exertions of many philanthropic characters to bring forth an event that every benevolent mind rejoices to see. This day, we are met with hearts big with gratitude to celebrate an act of Congress of the United States of America, which for its justice and humanity outstrips any that have ever passed. That honorable body, by act and bearing date March the 2nd, 1807, which became the effectual law January the 1st, 1808, the species of commerce designate the slave trade was abolished. So why is this in a book in 1971? When we can go to the actual primary and get William Hamilton, but we don't need to right now. Because the point is, we just want to show things before roots. So these abos can just stop saying that we only know this because of roots. Right? We even have books like The Story of the Negro, The Rise of the Race from Slavery, Booker T. Washington. So let me read y'all some of Booker T's book. This is page 6. It says, I confess, take me very far You know, y'all they like to say that Booker T is an Aboriginal, you know, because he's part of Tuskegee. That's an Indian name, so that makes them Indian automatically, right? That's what they like to say, right? They got these one-liners that's crazy. I confess, take me very far, give me very much satisfaction. In the part of the country in which I live, there were very few of my people who pretend to know very much about Africa. I learned, however, that my mother's people had come, like the white people, from across the water, but from a more distant and more mysterious land where people lived a different life from ours, had different customs, and spoke a different language. From that, I learned to speak of the long and terrible journey by which my ancestors came from their native home in Africa to take up their life again besides the white man and Indian in the New World. So that's what Booker T said. Booker T. Washington said this. If you listen to Abos, they like to say Booker T. Washington was an Aboriginal. He was all because he's part of Tuskegee. That's it. That's it. But like he says, he talks about his ancestors coming from Africa and making a distinction between the white man and the Indian. That's not the Negro. That's not the African. Right? What else he said? I used to hear many of the sinister references, but not until I was a man did I meet anyone among my people who knew anything definite, either through personal knowledge or through tradition of the country or the people from whom my people sprang. To most of the slaves, the Middle Passage as a journey from the shores of Africa to the shores of America was called what was merely a tradition of confused and bewildering experience concerning whose horrors that they never had any definite details. Nothing but the vaguest notions remained. At the time, I was a boy, even among the older people in regard to the mother country of my race. In slavery days, the tradition of the people who lived in the cabins centered almost entirely about the lives and fortunes of the people who lived in the big house, and so on. But again, we see Booker T talking about this slave trade. Here we go. In this book, The Negro, the story of the Negro, the rise of the race from slavery. This is volume 1. I was reading from page 6. So how do Abos even have the audacity to even come out here like that?
Really, man, when you don't no longer think you're a slave, my dude. You watch Bruce movie is like watching Martin. It's funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like watching Martin and shit. Like, oh, the fact that somebody actually in the room watching it with you believe that this is based on real life events is even more more, you know what I'm saying, laughable. Like, you know, somebody in here believing, oh, this how they treated us. Nigga, I'm over here chilling, laughing through the whole movie. Motherfuckers like they want to jump on me and shit. Like, that was my ancestors, nigga.
Man, listen. I ain't found one nigga that's Candy Kunta Kinte yet. You feel me?
Not a coincidence, Kinte.
Oh yeah, he did say he was Candy Kunta Kinte. I forgot.
Differently, man. When you
Now I'm kidding the Kunta Kinte. These dudes is crazy. So, but what else do we have before Roots? Where was them niggas at last night, man? I don't know where they was, man. They definitely ain't want to pull up on Port City and them. They had a good show last night. They was beating up on the Abo. All right. It was very interesting just to see how these Abos think. They have no foundation. They just a belief, y'all. It's really just a belief. But we have slave narratives, right? Right. This is from the Alabama slave narrative. Right. Slave narrative, folk history of slavery in the United States from interviews with former slaves. Tight written records prepared by the Federal Writers Project, 1936 to 1938, assembled by the Library of Congress Project, Work Project Administration for District of Columbia, sponsored by the Library of Congress. Right, again, this is from 1936 to 1938. So in these slave narratives, you'll find a man named Lewis. They call him Uncle Lewis. Right? So let me read you a little part of what Uncle Lewis said. So Uncle Lewis, it says psychology of a runaway slave. Of course, you know that we always called older colored men uncle and older colored women aunt. It was proper names. Said old Uncle Lewis was the oldest slave on a plantation. Uncle Toby have died. Lewis was a Guinea nigger. Right? On plantation, this Alabama. His ancestors had been brought from the Guinea coast of Africa. He had the characteristic marks of his tribe being, being short, strong, and very black, with heavy neck, thick lips, flat nose, and eyes like those of a hog. He had great knowledge of wild plants, claimed to understand the language of birds and beasts. He prided himself on his powers as a hunter and also claimed intimate friendship with ghosts and spooks. Being what was known as a yard servant, he had picked up much of the talk of his white masters and spoke his own version of their language. Here we go. We got Africans on the plantations in Alabama being Africans. Right? Remember, they said he was the oldest one. By the time this person coming up, for them still be alive in 1930s to give an interview, they was young by the time slavery ended, or a young man, young. But that person, like we read with the abolishment of the slave trade in 1808 from William Hamilton just a couple minutes ago, from the book by Dorothy Porter, a black woman, that she produced in 1971, which is before 76 when Roots came out, the book. She was talking about she put in the part where William Hamilton gave a speech about the abolition of the slave trade from Africa. He gave it in 1809, and it was a 1-year anniversary, but he talked about it in 1808. So for him to be born in Africa and come over legally, it had to be before 1808. We know that people were still brought in illegally after 1808. What's next? Here we have, this is another former slave. He's from Texas. We have Martin Jackson. Martin Jackson, who called himself a black Texan, well deserves to select a title more distinction, for it's quite possible that he is the only living former slave who served in both the Civil War and World War. He was born in bondage in Victoria County, Texas in 1847, the property of Alvy Fitzpatrick. This self-respecting Negro is totally blind, and when a person touches him on the arm to guide him, he becomes bewildered and asks his helper to give verbal directions up, down, right, or left. And maybe he has been on his own so long that he cannot, at this late date, readjust himself to the touch of a helping hand. His mind is uncommonly clear, and he speaks with no Negro colloquialisms and almost no dialect. So y'all can see him. Martin Jackson, former slave in Texas, strong man. You can look how he stand. You don't even like help from people. But let's see what Martin was talking about. I want to bring you down here. Here we go. Right down here. Like I said, all the links are in the chat. It says the master The master's name was usually adopted by a slave after he was set free. This was done more because it was the logical thing to do and the easiest way to be identified than it was through affection for the master. Right? We're trying to find our people after. Also, the government seemed to be in an almighty hurry to have us get names. We had to register as someone so we could be citizens. Well, I got to thinking about all us slaves that was going to take the name Fitzpatrick. I made up my mind I'd find me a different one. He said, you're going to find a different name. He don't want to take that white man name. He said, one of my grandfathers in Africa was called JCO. So I decided to be Jackson. He gave his own name Jackson, right? He Englishized, or is that even a word? He made an English name out of his African grandfather's name, JCO. So he made it to Jackson. This is before Roots. Roots didn't make this man an African or make him think that he came from Africa so he can have some made up grandfather. Like, y'all got these made up grandmothers that are Aboriginal. This is a former slave from Texas in an interview telling you how he became a Jackson. It wasn't from a white man. It was because his grandfather was named JCO. JCO sounded like Jackson to him, so he turned it to Jackson. This is way before Roots, right? Like these two little young punks like to joke about.
You don't no longer think you're a slave, my dude. You watch Bruce movie is like watching Martin. It's funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like watching Martin and shit. Like, oh, the fact that somebody actually in the room watching it with you believe that this is based on real life events is even.
It's definitely based on real life events. Also, this story been told way before this. Yeah. Way before this. Like, what do we have here? Oh, you want to act funny? Here we go. So what is this? So this is an interview from Matthew Maytubby, right? It's from the United States. No, my bad, y'all. Go here. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Biography Reform Work Progress administrates an Indian Pioneer History Project for Oklahoma. Right? The link is in the description. It says field worker's name is Abby B. Blaine. That's who's doing the interview. Who are they interviewing? Matthew Maytubby, colored, as it says here. Post over to Altus, Oklahoma. He was born in Oberlin, Indian Territory, March 3rd, 1889. Right? Tells you his father, born in Indian Territory. Mother, South Carolina. South Carolina. You know what that's going to mean. The Matthew Tubby interview. Right? If I can remember right, I was born March 3rd, 1889, in a little town in Indian Territory named Oberlin. My father and grandfather were both born there. Remember, he said his father, he was born in Indian Territory. My mother was born in North Carolina, and my grandmother was a native of Africa. You knew once he said his mom was born in the Carolinas, you know the African was coming from that side. So this interview is from, when did they do this? Oh, July 22nd, 1937. So again, this is before roots. We have even people who y'all consider black Indians. Right? People you consider black Indians as talking about this African. Because one of the very first things I can remember was a little old lady sitting in the chimney corner and sometimes being very, very sad, even crying when she would tell us about her childhood home. He's talking about his grandmother from Africa. She was 100 years old, my mother said. I could not remember how they got them into a ship, but my grandfather and 3 girls and 1 boy were brought over in a ship to southern coast of Texas and sold as slaves. An Indian getting my grandmother when she was quite a young girl. As she grew up, my grandfather liked her and wanted her for his squaw, and so on and so on, right? They're part of the Choctaw. So what part did roots play in his story? No part. CB, if you was paying attention, the Indians wasn't enslaved. He said the Indian bought him. The Indian bought his peoples, right? If you right here, you just jumping in, you don't even know what you're talking about. I cannot remember how they got them into a ship, but my grandfather and 3 girls and 1 boy were brought over in a ship to the southern coast of Texas and sold as slave. An Indian getting my grandmother when she was quite a young girl. So how are you talking about Indians was being enslaved more than Africans when this African is being enslaved by an Indian? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You just come in here freestyling, like always. Glad you showed up, though. Next up, we got John Gia. Right, he was born in 1773 and died after 1817. Says was an African American writer, preacher, abolitionist, and sailor, best known for his 1811. This is way before 1976. Autobiography, The Life History and Unparalleled Suffering of John Gia, the African Preacher. Gia was enslaved from a young age, and after getting his freedom in the 1790s, he traveled and preached widely. Let's just go to the book. So this is the book. If you want the book, it's in the description. Right? But what does he say right off the gate, right? It says that's the title. Right? He says, I, John Gia, the subject of this narrative, was born in the town of Old Calabar in Africa in 1773. My father's name was Hambleton Robert Gia. My mother's name was Margaret Gia. They were of poor but industrious parents. At 2 years and a half old, I and my father, mother, brothers, and sisters were stolen and conveyed to North America and sold for slaves. We were then sent to New York. The man who purchased us was very cruel and used us in a manner almost too shocking to relate. Right? So here we have this person. He wrote this book. Well, he put it out in 1811, giving us this story way before roots. Way before roots. I don't know if y'all could have seen that before. Way before roots. Remember, the Abos love to say, we only know this story because of roots, which makes no sense, right? We just went down a whole timeline of things way before roots, movies, news articles, books, interviews, right? Of all these different things happening and people telling this story of us being of African descent and being brought to America. This isn't nothing new. Nothing new, right? This is from the Brooklyn Daily Eagle, 1878. It's almost 100 years. It's what, 98 years before the book Roots came out. So how was Roots an influence on us knowing or us finding out, or us learning, or us being gassed with this idea of the only reason we think we African and the only reason we think we was enslaved was because of this book. It's all through our history. It's all through our culture. We talked about it because it happened, right? So let's go here. This is 1878. Howard Orphan Asylum, entertainment by the children. This asylum was actually moved to Long Island, close to me, probably like 20 minutes away from me. I would like to see the spot where it was at. Howard Orphan Asylum, entertainment by the children. Little inmates of Howard Colored Orphan Asylum gave an exhibition of their singing yesterday afternoon in the African M.E. Church on Bridge Street near Myrtle Avenue. That's Brooklyn. The attendance was good. Orphans occupied reserved seats near the pulpit. They opened the exercise with a song entitled Marching On. The Reverend John F. Thomas, pastor of the church, offered prayer. Another song was sung by the school, and Mr. Thomas made some interesting remarks. I could read in the face of these children, said he, a degree of intelligence that reflects honor on the institution they represent. It is the pride of every civilized country in the world to do something for its poor and forsaken. Besides our religious teachings and our benevolence, there is a love of nationality existing within the breast of every human being. There was a story told of a boy who said he did not know what nationality he was, but he said his mother was Irish and his father was Irish. So he must have been Irish too. So with us, remember, he's saying, so with us, if our mothers were African and our fathers were African, we must be Africans. But we are American Africans. The American nation is composed of a variety of nationalities, and I suppose that is the reason it is so strong. We feel proud to be identified with the American people, the people of the United States of America, the noblest type of humanity known existing on the globe. There has been a good deed said recently about. Yeah, so we have them talking about being African. He's a preacher. He's loving his country. You know, this is 1878. Things was a little bit different back then. But we still have this identification with Africa. Right? So it doesn't stop with Africa. Even if these abos, they say they do genealogy. Well, how come they not finding? How or are they not looking? Right? So we got what the hell? Let me see. So here we got the 1850 census. And what are we gonna have? Right? This is what they like to use genealogy. They say this is the key. Well, this is a genealogy record. Right? We're looking at a man named Samuel Barney. He's right here, 80, male, black laborer. So he's 80, still working. And he owns property. His property is worth 500. What the Abos like to say, oh, an African can't own no property. This is 1850. Where does he say he was born? Africa. We don't need roots. Never needed roots. Never needed roots. John McCainley, right? Black, age 30, about 1820, born in Africa. So we have a whole list. People from Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New York, Rhode Island. This goes on for 40 pages. Right? You can't tell me some of your people ain't up in here. We got Barbara Jameson. Right? She's about 72. She was born in about 1778. Right? Seems like she's married to him. They share the same name. We got Barbara and Buckus. He's 70, she's 72. They living together. He was born in Virginia. She was born in Africa. That's the 1850 census. We got the 1860 census also, where we see, obviously, free people, free black people saying they're born in Africa. This is Rachel Robinson. She's in Vermont. At this time, she's 100 years old. Born in Africa. I mean, this is, at this point, it's simple, man. You can't remove the African from America. You can't do it. Right? And we can literally do this all day. We got thousands of these records. Thousands of them. Right? That's the 1860 census. We got the 1870 census also. Right? This is where you're gonna find more of your ancestors, because at this time, we free. Right? There's people in Georgia, born in Africa. This is Texas, 69 years old, born in 1801, Africa. Bula Governor. He's in Brunswick Glen, Georgia. Well, she, pardon me, female. She's 89, so she's probably the mother of Henry. Here she go up here. Look, she's the head. Oh no, the rest of the family's on the other page. They're gonna be at the bottom. There they go. So the governors, this is Henry Governor. I'm saying this is probably her son. Right? Male, black, laborer. He's born in Georgia. But where's his mother born? Right? In the same household. Governor Bula. Bula Governor. That's his mother's name. 89, female. No occupation. She ain't got to work. But she's born in Africa. That's the 1870. We got the 1880. We got thousands of Africans. Thousands of them. Gullah, what's good?
What's happening, bro? Peace to you, man. I
Peace,
see you in your
peace.
primaries, man. Good shit, man. Keep cooking.
Yeah, man. We just going through it, because they like to. Yeah, I know you heard it. If it wasn't for roots, we wouldn't know anything about being African. You know what I'm saying? Or the slave trade. It's some corny shit that they say, but they say it a lot.
That shit crazy, bro. 1526, you get Africans in what we call North America, bro. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, shit, make it make sense, fam. You can go into. We gonna leave no stone unturned. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
From the organizations, you gonna know the census records, right? I mean, shit, all the intangible culture.
We got the movies. We got movies. I forgot. I was supposed to throw some songs up in there. You know what I'm saying? Before I forgot about that part. Damn. That's the part I missed. I was supposed to throw the songs in there. But you know what I'm saying? We got movies, we got books, we got interviews of people. You know what I'm saying? We got census records. We got all these things talking about Africa and the slave trade. Way before Roots. Yeah, we could go for days. Like we could literally do this shit for weeks if we wanted to.
Literally, bro. And we could just use the same stuff that they talk about. Library of Congress. I don't know why they say that because they're going to die right there.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
They're going to die right there. We don't got to go nowhere else.
No, like we could do a non-stop, non-stop live for weeks and still have more evidence. Like it's
Word.
like
LOC.gov. One-stop shop, bro.
Like you can't run out of, like they say they do genealogy. I'm pretty sure a lot of them made through the 1900s up to the early 1900s, especially like World War I draft cards. I don't believe they're really doing genealogy because you can see here, right? I have 309,279 results of people who's labeled on their race on their card African.
Right.
Right. So we know these are Black Americans, but race, what do they put for them? They put African.
Mm-hmm.
Word, like we see here on this card from Willie Powell. Willie Powell, he's 29, born in 1888. Something Kentucky. But when we see this little race section, what do we see?
African.
You know what I'm saying? Like
clear as day.
Clear as day. And I got thousands of them.
Clear as day. That's the African right there, boss.
Of Black men all over America being called African. Something they say that it's not true.
Let me ask you a question, bro. You was in that show last night, because the Port City and all that, and the syndicate and everything.
Yeah, I seen most of it. I was definitely watching. Yeah.
The dude was playing a whole bunch of TikTok videos and whatnot, right? And I haven't heard this talking point yet. It's honestly new to me. We've been doing this shit for a while, bro, and I've really heard a new one. What the fuck did he call it? I think he correlated the Ma'afa, the translated slave trade. He called it an orphan taxi or something like that. Have you heard that one before? I heard tether baby. I've heard anchor, like all these other.
I heard like orphan trains.
There we go, orphan. Yeah,
yeah. So that's some shit where there was some white orphans, and they moved them on trains. You know what I'm saying? So it really it wasn't no slavery. You know, back before child labor laws, they put children to work, like white children, Black children, like
Asian,
everybody. If you wasn't in school, you was going to work, man.
That shit crazy. But yeah, that one was a new one for me, bro.
But supposedly it's supposed to be I don't know everything, but it's just some white. This has to do with some white children being shipped on. You know what I'm saying? There was a bunch of orphans.
Oh, so they put that with the white Africans. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they call them, those are slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that they open up that rabbit hole.
That shit wild, bro. I heard like, what the fuck? A fucking orphan trade. Fuck.
Yeah.
The fuck?
That shit. I definitely heard that shit before, but I don't. You can't run down everything they say, man.
Nah, bro. Nah, they already say too much information, misinformation already. Trying to nitpick everything already is
so. Look, here,
point is already a lot. Going over everything that come out their mouth is crazy. Pause.
Yeah, it definitely is. But look, I found they got a little wiki on it. It says the orphan train movement was a supervised welfare program that transported children from crowded eastern cities of the United States to foster homes located largely in rural areas of the Midwest. The orphan trains operated between 1854 and 1929, relocating from about 200,000 children. That don't, right? It says the co-founder of the orphan train movement claimed that these children were orphaned, abandoned, abused, homeless, but this was always not always true. They were mostly the children of new immigrants and the children of the poor and destitute families living in these cities. Criticism of the program included ineffective screening of caretakers, insufficient follows or placements, whatever. Yeah, so this is about immigrant children coming in. And some of them probably were stolen. Right? We know that a lot of children grew up in orphanages back then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, that's what they're talking about. So how does that correlate to
any
anything?
like you said that to say what? Like,
yeah,
like where's this going?
Yeah, that happened, and
right. you gotta like make
I think they make it like we think like the white people had it so easy too. Like there's poor white people also, right? It was never. It's just in a class where it was in America. The way the laws were set up in society it was better to be a poor white person than a black person.
Yeah.
That's why they run to being Indians. Oh, I'm glad I just said that. Let me show you what Booker T. Washington said about that. Oh, where is it? Because he touched on that a little bit. How, basically the oppression in America is going to cause the people not want to identify with this shit. So let me pull that up. Now I can't find it. Hold on. Now, but you can say something, while I look for this.
Man, but yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, yo. Melanated, what's up with you, sis? Everything is everything. Cujo, Richmond shit, Khalil, Vyasa, everybody, yo. Barry, everybody, man. Yeah, man, just beating up these elbows, bro. Shoot. It's too easy, man. The content makes itself at this point. You feel me? We hear some of the most outlandish shit, and that shit be crazy. And every day just be a teaching moment. Primary after primary after primary. Word up. They'll do a live or a show, but then won't pull up live in action and direct. Like, what? That shit weird, man. These dudes is goofy as fuck, bro. Goofy as hell, man. Okay, there you go.
So yeah, here we go. This is from The Story of the Negro, the rise of the race from slavery. Right? What page is this? This is page 12. I'm gonna read from this paragraph right here, right? It says the feelings that divided my mind and confused my purpose when I was a young man have also divided the members of my race. The continual adverse criticism has led some of us to disavow our racial identity, to seek rest and try our success as members of another race than that to which we were born. It leads others to seek to get away as far as possible from the association from our own race and to keep as far away from Africa, from its history and from its traditions as it was possible for us to do. Right? What is he talking about? He's talking about the treatment in America. This is why these people don't want to identify, and their ancestors like, no, you're not black, you're Indian. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you do me one favor, bro. Read that sentence about far away from Africa one more time, fam.
I got you.
Let that one sink in, man. That shit got marinated.
It said it has led others to seek to get away as far as possible from association from our own race and to keep as far away from Africa, from its history and from its traditions as it was possible for us to do. Right? He's talking about this in 1909. He's talking about this in 1909.
Tough.
Right? So
that's tough. That's tough.
So, the elders, they knew what they was talking about. They seen it. He was a smart man, you know what I'm saying? Word. That's why he tried to put so much pride in race, you know what I'm saying? And try to do the things he did. But
hey, I'm gonna throw this in the private, yo. Play this for me, fam, if you don't mind.
I got you.
It's number like 30 seconds. Something we all should be. I'm pretty sure we all familiar with.
But I hope Abel heard that one, bro.
Of course, it was about to come right after.
The Africans. research. I said, the very fact that you drop the R pronunciation means that you have a connection with West Africa. Because according to Dr. Lorenzo Dow Turner, that there are no THER, rolling R sounds in the West African languages. And you using this, that, them, yo, mo, and fo. You're not saying this, that, them, you're, more, and for. It's this, that, them, shut the door. I said, that's what you're saying. So don't sit up here and say you ain't got nothing to do with no Africans. I said, that's self-hate.
Who was that we were just listening to, fam?
Just said African.
That's Bobby Seale. Yeah, I want to play that again. I got to play that a couple times. I like that one because if people don't know what he's talking about, it's the way we talk, right? The way we talk is African, and you know what I'm saying? Like
Lorenzo Dow Turner, somebody we've been talking about. Shit, we gonna keep
I
saying his
up.
name. You
I
feel
brought
me?
him up. I brought him up in this.
We gonna keep showing the book. And matter of fact, hold on, bro, because
I don't know if
stay ready.
Yeah, you got it. I don't know if you've seen. I showed a news article of them talking about he's doing an interview and what he brought to out spending time with just in his research, learning all the different dialects and you know what I'm saying, all the words and numbers and everything that goes with, you know what I'm saying, these people being very close to Africans as we can get in the United States.
I'm glad you mentioned that, bro, because I ain't gonna lie. Me being Gullah Griot and everything, that's a part that I be leaving out with Lorenzo Dow Turner. The numbers, like people literally had West African and Central African numbers in their daily living in America, fam. They could count to X amount and everything, fam. Like in their day to day, even the numbers is still intertwined in the language, still, fam.
Yeah. Okay.
Even the way we pronounce the numbers, it might be I guess our number system is Arabic or whatnot, or whatever the case may be. But like even the way we pronounce the 50, we don't say 50, we say 50. You feel me? Like, yeah. So go ahead, man. My fault, bro. Yeah, let that shit build.
Nah, but that's dope. That's the Africanism.
You just said Africans and you did not say Africans. I've been doing research. I said, the very fact that you dropped the R pronunciation means that you have a connection with West Africa.
Right here.
Because according to Dr. Lorenzo Dow Turner, that there are no THER, rolling R sounds in the West African languages. And you using this, that, them, yo, mo, and fo. You're not saying this, that, them, you're, more, and for. It's this, that, them. Shut the door. I said, that's what Africans, and you do not say Africans. I've been doing research. I said, the very fact that you dropped the R pronunciation means that you have a connection with West Africa. Because according to Dr. Lorenzo Dow Turner, that there are no THER, rolling R sounds in the West African languages. And you using this, that, them, yo, mo, and fo. You're not saying this, that, them, you're, more, and for. It's this, that, them. Shut the door. I said, that's what you're saying. So don't sit up here and say you ain't got nothing to do with no Africans. I said, that's self-hate.
Self-hate. It's self-hate. That's the big homie.
That's a dope one right there. I like that one. Word. That's definitely a dope one.
Yeah, man. Word up, bro.
All right, so what was one of the things that stuck out to you last night on that show?
One of the things that stuck out to me last
with the guy Pack, like
right. I've never, you know what stuck out to me was it stuck, even though I know it, but it hit different when you see it like that, in that level of that degree. The lack of foundational anything, bro. We dealing with an older brother. He got grown kids, right? Just around our age, whether if it's right above or right under. He's a grown ass man, bro. Like, so you gotta assume like 50s, 60s, man. You feel me? So and drop out and whatnot, and he has no understanding of the foundational anything as far as how to research, how to study, how to note take, how to critique work, anything about even his own personal bias. Like, this dude is in his own paradigm in a box. And with that anyway, you gotta like deal with people like that a certain kind of way. You gotta get them an X and ramp type shit. You feel me? You gotta offer them a substitution. You gotta low-key kind of spoon feed them shit. But in the environment, in the way that we doing this thing, it's just always going to lead to a certain kind of way because the verbiage and the talking points that they use are the same as the white supremacists. So it's like,
Yeah,
you feel me?
yeah. It's like you touched on. It's like they have no methodology, right? Like, so how did you come? How did you come to your conclusion? You should be able to take somebody step by step. Why you came? You know what I'm saying? It's simple when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's what made you believe this. What you know what I'm saying? That's it. And he couldn't demonstrate that at all. He couldn't connect any dots.
He didn't even know that's a thing. He don't know what methodology is. He don't know.
Yeah, like
he don't know. He don't even know critical thinking. Critical thinking is, you even hear that term when you getting a job and shit. Like you grown in the work field and you hear about critical thinking, but you don't really understand how it applies. You feel me? Like some shit may not just be like right here in black and white for you. Some shit you may get all the concepts that you have to piece together to come to a conclusion, a solution, or whatever the case may be. Like he don't understand. Not even he. A lot of people that look like us don't understand, which is why they abo. You have to think. You have to not be. You have to not be able to critically think and understand things, and not be an abo.
Yeah.
You know.
Nah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just I can't just get past. They're all the same way. Like they'll look at something, read something, and then they imply their own opinion to it, their own biased opinion at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then call it common sense, right? Right. They'll read something it'll say the person's mixed, but they only focus on the part they want to focus on, and will leave out, omit, or even deny the African part.
Right. I'm about to share something real quick if you don't mind.
Go ahead, I got you. Do you?
Let me know when I'm up.
You up?
So yeah, the pseudo history shit. I'm gonna be like I must keep saying this over and over again. Pseudo history is a form of pseudo scholarship that attempts to distort or misrepresent the historical record. So when people say, "Oh, this revisionist history and whatnot," or this revisionism, that's what they're talking about. This made up history, right? Often by applying methods resembling those used in scholarly historical research. The related term crypto history is applied to pseudo history derived from the superstitions intrinsic to occultism. Pseudo history related to pseudoscience or pseudo archaeology, and usage of the terms may occasionally overlap, right? Because pseudo history, they use all these pseudo archaeology stuff, whatever the Olmec heads or whatever the case may be, Kennewick man, right? Although pseudo history comes in many forms, scholars have identified many features that tend to be common in pseudo historical works. One example is the use of pseudo history is always motivated by a contemporary political, religious, or personal agenda. Pseudo history also frequently presents sensational claims or a big lie about historical facts, which would require unwarranted revision of the historical record.
Yo,
it's all hidden. We got the secret. It's in the vault.
They burnt down all the records. The slave trade happened in reverse. White people were slaves. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Like,
yeah,
for real. And at the same time, look, pseudo history. We just read that first little paragraph. We see this big ass Confederate flag. I mean, y'all know me. I know I've been saying I treat these dudes like the Klan because they say the same shit.
Facts.
You feel me? Even right here, notable examples of pseudo history include British Israelism, the lost cause of the Confederacy. So you got black people who claim an abo and also Confederates. Tyshawn, weird ass nigga. The Irish slave myth. What?
That's that. Hold on, go back because that's that white slave myth right there.
That's just some old world Florida shit right here too. Both of these. Matter of fact, a whole bunch of like a lot of these you can throw in old world Florida. You can mix in a little bit of
what's the Spanish black legend? What's that?
I don't even want to get him nothing. I ain't even about to fuck with it, man. But the lost cause shit. So you got these motherfuckers. Like I said, the whole black Confederate shit. It's like them is the worst. For real.
Look, he's a chief son warrior. What pseudo? Let's
What,
start with
pseudo?
thinking that you're. No, look, that's what he put on the screen. Chief
Oh,
Son
I'm
Warrior.
sharing. Hold on. Let me stop. Let me go.
I just put his question up there. So he's asking, what's pseudo?
What's pseudo?
Right?
Okay. Your whole entire paradigm. We can start with that. And if I need to break that down in layers and whatever, I can elaborate if need be. Or you can just hit the link and we can have a conversation.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the conversation would go way much faster instead of us waiting for you to type. Because a lot of y'all phones be smarter than y'all. Like y'all really should just like download Grammarly into y'all keyboard. At least y'all don't seem as slow.
Fact.
Honestly.
Look at this one, the original one. Where the shit manifest for 350,000 slaves to North America.
And thank you. Thank you, not a coincidence. This is a perfect example, right? Because when you're in school and you get to, I mean, you don't gotta get no masters or nothing like that, but it's just some basic shit, right? Common knowledge should not be argued. Honestly.
Absolutely.
Common knowledge should not be argued, fam. Like, and at the same time, his question is so softball, so like not even underhand. It's like what's that shit? T-ball. It's like a T-ball question. Because we just got done talking about how we can go on weeks and weeks and weeks with primaries. Just from the Library of Congress.gov, which is the site which they use. So that's a site, that's a source that's cool with both parties, and we can just fuck them up. So like, and then we
look,
can tie in museums.
So look, the question just moves the goalposts in the first place, because once we show him one, right, we can show him one manifest. Then what? Well, I need to see 349,000 more, right? So he thinks that, or he thinks that we could just show him one place where everything is. Well, kinda. We can go to slave voyages and just do it that way. But and then go through all the primaries. But why even do that? Like you said, it's common knowledge. Like
white slavery is common knowledge, sir. Slavery and indentured servitude being a difference is common knowledge.
He should know that, because I just won
had
a
a
debate.
yeah.
I just won a debate about that in Indian territory.
An away game.
An away game. They still mad over there.
Talking about giving
Big up Virginia.
Oh, what
Big
up,
up
Richmond?
Virginia.
Richmond
Big up
shit. What's
Richmond and y'all. Let them know.
What's happening?
Let them know.
Oh shit, River City. What's that? Talk to him.
Daddy, all day. He said white slaves. There's no, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. He's trying to prove a negative.
Listen, I already did it. That I did it.
Yeah,
that
I know
whole
Oh,
you did.
conversation. Like I won a debate. That should be over.
Fact.
And you got to think, it was 51% to 49%, right? But for me to go over there and win, it really had to be a lot more. Like,
please show his last comment, Chief Son Warrior. Please show that, bro. And I'm gonna elaborate on something, please, yo.
Which one?
You didn't win that debate.
Yeah.
Now look, check it right. This right here is confirmation bias at its best. Even because you've been winning the debates off the information alone. Facts.
Yeah.
People can say you didn't because of the numbers. They all away games. You go into enemy territory. They got most of the numbers. Some people who fucking with the information that you're presenting don't even want to support them motherfuckers. So you get less numbers to support you, just naturally, right? So you can win a debate and still lose off the numbers. But even when you win the debate and then win the numbers, he still says you didn't win the debate. The fuck do you do with that? The fuck do you do with that?
You can't do anything with that. You really can't do anything.
Like,
no matter what, they'll never be happy.
It's confirmation bias, fam. Like, no disrespect to nobody, but they worse than Cowboy fans.
The Cowboy fans are the worst.
No disrespect to nobody, but they're like fanatical. It's like on some cult shit, fam. Like this.
It definitely is. It's definitely on some cult shit.
Big up, love. What's happening, man? This shit crazy, fam. And then they do all these live streams after the fact. They won't pull up when it's live in the moment. Like, just step outside, man. You want some rec? Come on, bro. We throw the gloves on, whatever the case. We can spar. We can just talk. And it's everything I'm talking about is information based anyway. So we can spar with information. That's what I'm talking about. So,
you know what? It's because I need to I be doing shit like what I do to Smoke Signal and shit. I make a movie out of it. You know what I'm saying? So Cujo was there. We co-starred in that thing together. We walked him down. You know what I'm saying? So they see shit like that, so they really don't want to have them. They rather be up there when there's a bunch of us, so it's a confusion. Like right now, we can get real intimate. We could take it nice and slow. Ain't no rush. We ain't even been on here 2 hours yet, so we got some time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I got time tonight. My homework done.
I'm at work. I'm good money. I'm sitting here looking at the game. So I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate being a co-star in that one because that was epic.
That was epic. Culture, bro. Like that's a thing for them. They gotta hold that L, fam.
But that goes back to that confirmation bias, right? This common knowledge shit. It's just denial, right? He been hurt because he was going around for like 2 weeks talking to people about it, like on panels, but trying to frame it in a way. But listen, we know, I know what you're talking about, right? You're talking about Lucy Hawkins and well, how is this possible type of thing? You know what I'm saying? Like he could nigga, it's possible because it's real. Your people said that's who was the owner. They didn't just assign an owner, right? They didn't just say, "Oh yeah, that's your owner." No, that was the recorded history.
Yeah, no one went back to change that, so you would think that you were a slave. Nobody went back in the records and changed that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think
he kept saying she was that she looked like a Negro. Like, bro, nobody grandma looked like her.
Yeah, he went white.
He said she looked white.
I ain't gonna say that.
He said she looked like a Negro too.
He did. He was jumping around.
Wow.
Remember?
He did.
Remember, he was trying to say that slave means family servant and all this other dumb shit.
I need y'all to look up the etymology of family. Yeah. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. That was crazy, man. But like when I first came into the argument on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? When I first, a few years ago, I used to always talk about the language. I mean, it's evident with the way we speak. We speak African American vernacular English. So it's evident, that, and we all do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how come I tell people. That's how come I tell people when they say I sound like a white person. I mean, like, you probably do. You know what I'm saying? Because you can sound like a white person because white people do pronounce shit differently than we do. You know what I'm saying? We got our own thing, the way we do it. Yeah, we don't say ERs at the end of shit. For real. We don't.
We
don't say tiger.
It's gonna be an A or a UH. Like
we say tiger. We don't say tiger.
Chief Some Warrior.
Trilateral.
He's saying we running from Top Cats and Dane. Like nobody's running.
This the thing, bro. This the thing, Phil. Hey, look, on everything I love, yo. Let me show you something real quick.
He's just trying to get us.
Yeah, that's all. They that's all. But to say everything they say is easily debunked. Like,
well, I can't
let me show you something.
I can't even jump on Top Cats live. If he was live now, I could show you. I'm blocked from his stream, y'all. So nobody's running from him.
Me too.
I'm
blocked from this shit. I can't comment on his shit. I can't do anything on his shit, on Top Cat.
You can see me fail.
Yeah.
Check this out, right? This is my YouTube channel, Gullah Grill TV. This is 2 years ago.
Go subscribe to Gullah.
This is 2 years ago. Black Irish, Gullah Juice, no pseudo. This is the very first.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I ever made.
I remember that.
And the reason why is because I had a legit debate with that funky ass nigga Top Cats on his channel. I went over there.
I know. I remember.
Whole shit. And I showed and proved the whole shit on my video right here while beating up the information. So for anybody to say the niggas is running, it's like, fam, shut up. Go get your big homie. Tell him come outside. Like,
I remember that.
All they do it was after the fact. Like the fuck motherfuckers be tagging motherfuckers and everything. Where do they be at?
All the time.
2 years ago. Like, fuck out of here, dog. Catch up.
That's why they don't have any integrity whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Because they know they're lying. The ones that's running them off the Top Cats of the world and the Dane Callaways, they know it's a grift.
Yeah.
They know it is. And they lying. They straight up lying.
For real. And certain
they lying.
For real.
Like some of them people in the comment section, they actually believe it. You know what I'm saying? But them dudes are lying. They doing it. It's just a grift. They just selling something. And man, read that. What you call it? Not a coincidence. The Booker T. Washington thing. I remember reading that. You know, we had to read that when I read that in the 3rd grade. I got it at home too.
Oh, you remember that?
Man, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I inadvertently got what part of the way I think from that. When you read it, it was like, because I was doing my little tour at my job, and when you said it, like the hair went up on the back of my neck. I'm like, oh man, I remember that. Yes, and that's exactly what it is.
Reminded me of that. I forgot about that page, but yeah, he said
that
this
whole
shit would
Black
happen.
Irish shit, bro. About 2 years ago, before he was
I
even,
remember.
that whole. I think that was before the BCU University shit.
Yep, it
You
was
feel
before
me?
that.
Because the
I think
motherfuckers don't know.
it might have
Yeah.
still been MBK over there.
There you go, because that's how
Word.
motherfuckers even really got introduced to him for real, like on this sector of shit, because
Yeah.
then he was like playing around with him and shit, like, oh, like not like that, but like,
I remember he was like
teaching, trying to be patient or whatever.
Son of
You know
them,
what I mean? Yeah.
I remember.
And even back then, Top Cat, Rob Boy, I was on the live with him. Rob Boy was like, "Hey, why'd you make that video about the death of what did he say? The death of Black nationalism, something like the death of Pan Africanism?" Oh, I just made that for clickbait, like that out his mouth. I just made it for clickbait. You feel me? That was before all the extra shit in the books and all that shit. You feel me? And I was like, "What's up with that Black Irish shit? Yeah, let's set it up, run it." Then I went over there. Goddamn, at that time, that was like right at the beginning of COVID type shit. You feel me? Goddamn, host will not allow you to share screen. Took a screenshot of it. You on that whole shit, bro? Fucking I'm out of here, dog.
Oh, that's what he was trying to do. Yeah.
Not even. Yeah, that's what happened.
He was trying to
It's in the
front,
video.
yeah. That's what he was.
I took a screenshot of the shit. The host will not
He-
allow you to show the show screen. The fuck
He
is
was
all
gonna
this?
body
Shit?
you.
Bro, I made like 60 slides, bro.
He was gonna body him, like,
bro.
And he was trying to front like you wasn't ready and all this other shit.
Bro. So yeah, that's the guy you look up to. Well, yeah, that nigga's pussy. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
He ain't bright at all.
All the fucking live
No,
streams
he
I be
not.
doing, tagging motherfuckers, y'all be tagging people, Sean tagging people, whatever the case, you feel me?
Word.
They will not pull up. They be waiting. I invite smoke, bro. I love this shit, bro. Like whatever. It's what up.
Dude, I enjoy these conversations, man.
You feel me? Like,
Right.
let's get to it. It's information. Let's get it.
Word, shit. I
Because
don't know
the
everything.
arguments I use for the Klan, I'm gonna use for y'all because y'all say the same
Yeah.
shit.
You say the exact same thing.
I've been
They
doing
say the
this shit.
exact same thing. Yep,
A lot
they
of
say
these
the exact
motherfuckers
same
is
thing.
new. Like I think it's more abos that don't know no better because of lack of methodology and shit.
Right.
They just genuinely kind of slow. Like not even slow, just don't know.
Yeah.
Then
Some
it
of them
is
just
motherfuckers
ignorant
that's like
to certain things.
yeah, to these motherfuckers are like Chief Sun Warrior and all these other weirdos and shit.
It make you feel
Yeah, these
special.
dudes, like people like that, they're just cult members, right? So
Yeah,
you watch the debate. You seen I won on the polls. You heard Ad Power multiple times say he admit I won by the polls, even though whatever discrepancy they want to have, which it ain't none, I won by the polls. Right? He says it. The polls said it, but he still comes up here and says, "Oh,
You didn't win.
I didn't win."
Houseway.
Right? He be watching. He knows Sean has a whole book for a rebuttal against Dane. A whole book. He knows I done did videos. I had my whole little sparring match with this nigga. I had my channel was down and everything. Nobody's running from this dude.
And then they go and tell on you like kids in goddamn
The key is,
middle
hold
school
on,
and shit.
I want to ask Chief, like since you and whoever the other guy was, since y'all riding Dane so much, you know, in his book he says that it was 40-something African women that came to Virginia in 1619. Do y'all agree with that? Do you agree with Dane when he says it was 40-something African women that was brought to Virginia in the 1619 story? That's what he's talking about when he says that it's not told exactly how it was. He makes up that story. But he can't, even in his book, he can't deny that Africans came in. Talking about we can't.
He said
they
it
don't
was,
even
was
read his
women.
book.
Yeah, no, it's no way.
Nobody, none of them read.
That shit is poorly written.
I'm gonna use
Forever.
Dane's book one day. Watch, I'm gonna use it one day on them niggas. Like,
Yeah, hey, girl, I'm going back to the schools next year, man. I'm going back. You know what I'm saying? I saw y'all out the ward. That's what's up, man.
Hey, much respect.
Yeah, my boy Dawood, man. I saw you, man. I remember when you was a little boy, man. That's my people, man.
Hey, look,
He and his brother was tight.
When I tell you he a real one,
he definitely is. Believe that. He definitely is.
Real shit, bro.
Seriously.
I really be outside, man. I ain't like these
Yeah.
these internet, man. Listen, bro, these appos, man. So check it. This dude just said Top Cats is live right now talking about indigenous foods like black eyed peas and rice right now.
Black
I don't know
eyed
where they
peas
get
is
the rice
not from
from.
America.
Rice.
Nah, neither is rice.
Neither is rice.
And check it. This is the funny part. As soon as you said they don't read, I was over here. You know me. I got the fucking PDFs like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Really, I get it in with that shit, man. So here I am over here. You feel me? And then what I got open already. Let's get it. The African origins of rice cultivation in the Americas. Judith A. Carney. Like, do we want to come on the panel? We can have this conversation. But if you come, just come with a source, not no somebody else YouTube video or whatever. I'm ready. My shit is pulled up. I'm ready. All you gotta do is come and we can have this conversation.
South Carolina planters intentionally brought people from the Mindy Coast because of their skills in rice cultivation. That's an absolute
the rice
fact.
region. You got the rice
Yes,
coast.
the rice coast. Exactly. And then you wonder why you have so much Mindy in the Gullah language. Big up to the corridor. You know what I'm talking about? You wonder why you got that. You know, you got so much Mindy in the language. Because that's why.
Trolling.
Okay, he has to be
He has to be trolling.
Black eyed peas
from Mexico. Can you come and demonstrate that for us, brother? That would be greatly appreciated.
Black eyed peas is from Mexico.
No, what?
Black eyed peas is from Mexico.
Refried beans is from Mexico.
Shut up, Joe. You failed. Refried beans from the county, bro. Stop it.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's the first time niggas had
on,
refried beans and was in the county, bro. Like, fuck out of here, man. Fuck.
Man, no, man, come on,
That
man.
shit crazy. Like, it's too easy. Hey, look, bro. Speaking of the Mende, the rice, the language and shit. Again, a language you cry in. You got a Mende funeral song down there in the same region where they talk about the Ogeechee is indigenous and shit. So it's playing the African funeral song. You feel me? Like Mende from the Angola tribe in Sierra Leone. In apostrophe G-O-L-A.
Yo, I'm glad you just said that. Remember I sent you that video earlier?
Right.
About he was going over y'all live from last night.
He played my part.
He played a lot of the shit. You hear you on there. But because he knows who you are, because he's like, oh, he thinks he's Mr. like Gullah. Like, oh, he knows
that
Queen
shit hit
Claire,
different.
and he knows Queen Claire. So he be talking shit about
different.
that. But you brought up the Sierra Leone part. So he brought up some article, right? Because I'm at work, I'm just listening. Wasn't nobody else live, so I'm listening to it. He brought up some article, which was talking about the DNA and how most of the DNA, well, not most, but the largest amount of DNA that comes from Africa and the Gullah people comes from Sierra Leone, but is also of a variety of different West African groups. But then they compared them to other U.S. Southeastern Black people. Compared to those people, they have a greater average of African ancestry compared to other Blacks in the South, basically, in the Southeast. You know what I'm saying? But they was talking about Sierra Leone and shit like that. He's like, oh, I wonder why. And you know what I'm saying? Like, just crazy shit. Like, he really didn't have a point, but you just mentioned it. That's why I thought about it.
He wonder why. I mean,
yeah,
I heard a dude. I was listening to the Port City before I came to work, and the dude was saying,
I was talking about
the dude said that talking about James Brown. I heard you come on, Gullah, when I was leaving. He was talking about James Brown and all these people from the Carolinas, you know, and it ain't no coincidence because, you know, that's where the Cherokee were and all that shit. Completely ignoring it, that's the Eastern Seaboard where slaves came in from Africa. Just completely ignoring that part. Like Charleston didn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Like the James River, the York River, and the Potomac River just don't exist. Like that shit just ain't there. Those ports aren't there. It's just crazy as shit. God damn it, man. Yeah, man. This shit crazy. That shit need to be stomped out, man. Cause little kids say that shit to me now, man. Well, I think we was already here. I cut it out instantly. No, that's not true. I don't even play with it no more. Some of us was here. Fuck that. Nope.
Let's see. I'm gonna put.
So let me answer Kaz's question real quick. Kaz, so I was talking about was Ab TV was playing live that Gullah was on from Port City channel last night. So Ab TV was playing it today, going over it. You should go check it out. They was beating up this Indian all night. It was interesting. Like it was real interesting.
I ain't gonna lie, we jumped that nigga, bro. It wasn't intentional.
Yo, Chris was going off. Yo, Chris was going off. Like, you idiot. Like, that shit was crazy. Word. That shit was hilarious. But yeah, man. Cujo, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You're doing a little bit of paperwork. Not bad.
Nah, you good. But yeah, you gotta catch that one. It was funny.
Yeah, that was when he started saying what the Funkadelic George Clinton was from North Carolina, and he said the banjo wasn't African. I mean, come on, the word banjo is an African word.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Oh, well, here go Chris right here. Chris, what's good?
What up, man? I'm at work, but like I said, I don't. What up, Gullah? What up, Cujo? I'm not gonna entertain this bullshit. Yeah, I'm not gonna entertain their bullshit anymore. I'm just done with it. And I'll debate any one of their master teachers. And I'll melt their ass at this shit when they come to history. They're not gonna be able to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't play that shit. I was cool until he started calling me out my name, and I'm all like, all right, when you start asking questions that they can't answer, I mean, that's when they get all agitated. I mean, he said the name of their language was Cherokee. I'm like, that's not the name of their language.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
And it's just weird that they don't even know the simple things. He's talking about who renamed what. Man, they ain't renamed your culture, man. That culture is still prevalent and it's still being taught on the same website that you told me to go to and look that stuff up on. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna get on the phone. I'm gonna have a historical counselor on the phone, and they're gonna go over some of the histories of the African freedmen that were within that. Because I'm just the type of person that like to put this shit to rest. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Port City African Center Consciousness and Gullah and everybody that was on there. Excuse my language for yesterday, but fuck it out.
You good? Fuck it. Well, you good.
Hey, you know how I be giving it up. The same go for root word. You saw I had the situation on your channel. I have to apologize now to see all the damn time.
This was the same paper, but he was just reading it from PubMed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
this is the same paper he was reading. Well, hold on, I want to address what Chris was saying. Yeah, Chris, he was just in denial and he was just trying to take cheap shots, man. Fuck him. He had nothing really like. Word. But
I mean, when the nigga started singing "Me So Horny" by the 2 Live Crew, I was pretty much done with the whole conversation. So you weird, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we up here supposed to be having a conversation about. Like, it was weird because he said he ain't up there to debate. Then he kept on saying words like rebuttal and wait till I answer you back. And I like, either you up here to debate or you not. Either you up here saying that you're an Indian or an Aboriginal. Which one is it? These guys always play semantics, man. It's crazy, man.
You know he gonna run back and say, "Oh, he debated everybody." He ain't gonna say he had a discussion.
Hey, the Chief Sun Warrior, that's not a real person. He just trolling.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, abos are trolls just by nature.
This is where I'm at with it, right? Like, it's easy to sit here and say, "Oh, just take the high road. There ain't no point in getting like that. Fuck out of here,
yeah,
bro."
I try.
Motherfuckers just not talking about your culture. All of us fucking try. And that's human nature. Anybody's gonna only take up but so much. a motherfucker saying you ain't got no African culture or disrespecting your ancestors and shit like that. So basically with all that other shit, bro. Like, don't treat motherfuckers the same way. If a clan member was saying the shit, if 12 was saying the shit, if whoever the fuck. No, fuck out of here. I'm ready for mine.
That's how it come across. It come across like white folk. Yeah, real life. I would love to meet up. We could meet up. We could meet somewhere for all that bullshit, for all that, all that tough talk. We can meet up somewhere and do it in person. I'd rather do that. For real, because they get in there like they're a student, like they're a rapper, like these little boys rapping, talking all that shit, getting killed because they didn't talk too much shit online. That's how they sound, man.
Look, this my long lost cousin right here, Desmond. He said he never connected his dots. He was all over the place.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's the same thing I got from it. Like,
like
what's new, fellas?
Callie, what's good, Callie? My bad.
Man, I'm just trying to see what's new, man. I clicked the link that you posted in on IG. I'm like, what's new? What's new? What am I missing?
Nothing. I just ran through a little because they love to what I did earlier. They love to say, we wouldn't know anything if it wasn't for roots. You heard that before, right?
Yeah, I've heard this one. Like first time I heard that shit was like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm like, really, nigga?
And they keep saying it. So basically, what I did was just show, a bunch of different things before roots attaching us to Africa, to movies, interviews, books that we wrote, census record, just a bunch of different things, showing that we didn't need no roots.
We got primaries to verify the fact that we.
Yeah, me and Color, we was talking about we was gonna do like we could literally do like a 2-week live straight if we wanted to, and just show nothing but.
That would you can go longer than that.
That's what we said. That's what we said. That's exactly what we said.
Pause, but like for sure. Like,
but see that shows how young they are, because they look at the 70s as if it was so long ago. You know what I'm saying? They look at the 70s as if it was so long ago, but they know Michael Jackson songs from. I bet they know "I Want to Rock With You." You know what I'm saying? Which came out and got there in around that same time period. You're
right, bro. A lot of these kids, a lot of these kids, like a lot of these people, like in the early 20s. Some are teenagers. There's a few of them. There's some few old fools. Most of these people are the young TikTok kids that are out here saying this stuff. They don't know any better. They never check any of the sources to see if they don't know how to check sources. They don't know. Yeah. Like they would have to be taught how to research. They would have to be taught how to discern the difference between what's real and what's fake. For them, they're so used to 30-second clips. Like you explaining something to them within a 5-minute stretch is difficult for them to, you know what I mean, to receive. Like they don't. That's confusing them. They're so used to dealing with everything in sound bites, quick 30-second sound bites. You giving them a detailed explanation that they lose focus, bro. I'm being dead ass serious. They don't know how to absorb that. They're used to absorbing things in sound bites. So to them, that 30-second sound bite sounds better than you actually giving a detailed explanation, which don't sound quite as good. So you're over there explaining to them, okay, let me explain to you how we had these different tribes in West Africa, selling off their enemies. Let me explain how it started off there, right? And how they broke deals with European vendors and shit like that. They can't fathom that. They can't put that together. To them, man, it just makes sense that we were already here, because I never heard about any slave. Because most of these people are young, so they don't know anything about the actual slave. They just heard about a little bit about slavery in school. Because in school don't really teach you shit about slavery. It gives you they only really give you I don't even call it a good bare minimum. It really gives you nothing. And then they kind of give you like this, how do I call it, milquetoast version of how the European settlers and the Indians got together and had a great time. Like they never put it in context to let people know that the whole transatlantic slave trade, the Europeans coming over to Americas, how vile and violent it was, how horrific it was. Like they leave all that out. They leave all the gory details out of what actually happened, right, in the Americas. And they only really tell you about things that put Europeans in a good light. So they don't know. And so I kind of feel bad for a lot of these kids because they really don't have any clue. Their baseline, what they're starting off is almost nothing. So for them, they're going to accept whatever sounds good first. And the Abos just give them, the Abos are basically giving them religion. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
They're basically giving like a biblical version of like it's like God of the gaps, right? We can tell you the reason you don't know because you've always been here. Oh, that makes sense. That's an easier explanation than a whole detailed breakdown of the transatlantic slave trade. When you say,
yeah, they don't know enough about the narrative. They don't know enough about the narrative to dispute it. And that's the problem. They don't even know enough about the narrative. The narrative that they claim is so wrong. They don't know enough about it.
I'm telling y'all what it is, man. I'm over there with. Can y'all hear me? What up, though? Y'all hear me?
Peace to you, brother. Peace to you.
What up? What up? Peace to everybody, man. But yeah, I'm over there with them youngins, man. It's a whole nother ideology. It's not the fact that they don't know it, right? It's that we're living in a time where they want to attach themselves to the winners. You can, you know, one day I did an experiment. I did an experiment just to see, right? Because you know everybody called me Black First over there. I'm notoriously hated over on TikTok by the American Indians, right? So, but I go over there and I cuss them out right away. And then the next time I come up, I'm cool, I'm chilled. And the next time I come back, I'm cussing them out again. So one day I'm on a panel, I'm by myself. And I go up there and I say, you know what, y'all? I've been reading. Y'all right. We American Indians. We this, we that. You know, just to make it, you see what they were doing. I said, put corns up in the comment section. I mean, it went crazy, bro. So it's a feel good, bro.
Yeah,
feel good. It's not that they don't know, because these are some smart kids, man. They not
put corns up though.
Yeah, I said throw the corns up, man. It went crazy, bro. And they were geeked. They thought I really was on their side. Do you hear me?
Hell nah. Before I forget, why you got that source up? Because you said, old buddy, the Abo pulled that source up, right?
Yeah,
that's his source, right?
I think that you're probably saying, I wouldn't say that for all of them, because I spoke to some of them, man. A lot of these people have no idea about American history, none.
Yeah,
or about West African history or European history. They know nothing, bro.
They don't know the Revolutionary War. They don't know. You can talk about Tecumseh or some shit. They never start talking about King Philip's War. And like King Philip, they don't know who that really was. You know what I mean? They don't know what was going on. They just know King Philip and Tecumseh. Well, you know, that's all they know. They don't know.
But some of them,
the context of what happened.
Some of them digging in. Some of them digging in. But every time they bring a source up, it's so easily to direct them into the right context of the source, so they can comprehend it better. It's a lack of comprehension more than anything, bro. Because a lot of them digging in. They got the books. But a lot of them got.
They don't know. They don't know how to research, bro. That's what you got to teach them.
That too. That's what we try to do over there. Tell them, Gullah, we on their head over there.
Look, check it. At a certain level, like the ones like Ab Power and shit, I think they doing this shit intentional, and I'm about to prove it real quick. Hey, now to see, go to page 7 in this motherfucker, bro. Go to page 7, section 3.2. Watch this shit, because I use this source. This is my source. Like when I be like the African, like the Gullah Geechee are the most African of the African Americans, I go to this to prove what I'm talking about. So now to see, you still there, bro? Go to page 7, section 3.2. He might have stepped away. Damn.
Y'all niggas got Abos in the chat room?
I'm right here.
Right.
Y'all got Abos in the chat room?
I mean, technically, but not really, bro, because they don't get on the panel. So like, or I don't know.
These like the Patrick Gabriel type niggas.
You said you want me to go?
In the chat room
page 7, section 3.2. All right, boom. You see that very first paragraph?
What up, Real Rap?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start at that last sentence.
Real Rap, peace.
This analysis confirmed previous genetic reports of autosomal MT a day Y chromosome markers, i.e., that the Gullah Geechee Africans had lower European admixture and higher African ancestry than any other African American populations in the USA. And it has the source right there. I believe that is MLA format right here. But the in-text citation is there. Dabos don't know about that shit because we got the books and they see. I mean, you can keep going down and look at the 90.7% and whatnot. The fuck? You feel what I'm saying? So why would this Abo pull this source up? For what point? Because it does not say what he's saying. So is it intentional or do he can't read? I think it's intentional on his part.
I'm about to find the part.
You talking about big Aboriginal power, man. Aboriginal power.
I might be wrong with the name. I get them all confused. Fuck them. I get them all.
This guy from last night.
TV.
This guy from last
No,
night.
no.
I don't know.
This guy, this is
I don't know
TV.
anything.
But I'm gonna find the part because
But yeah, look, 3.2. I know.
Oh, Ab TV brought that up.
3.2. Like this is my source.
yeah. Watch this. I'm gonna bring it up because he did something else. There's a part where it tells you that they tested Gullah people, they tested Black Americans from Mississippi, from Jackson, Mississippi. They tested. Let me just go to it. He totally misinterprets this shit. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna find the part.
But that's very blatant. Like that is
blatant. No.
I just read.
Yeah. But his point was that they went in.
You know,
Hold on. His point was that
I don't think.
Wait,
hold on, Kelly. His point was that they had to go to Mississippi to get a Gullah person when that's not what they did.
What?
Yeah, he just made up a whole lie.
All of this, that they had to go to Mississippi?
And that's why
out of all of this information, out of all of this fucking data, the mtDNA, the wild chromosome shit, the 90%, the 88 in Florida, the 89
here.
in South Carolina.
I think it's this. Wait. No, this isn't the part.
I mean that part
right
there.
here.
If he just
This part,
that's a killer. I use this section too.
He didn't understand. Listen, he literally didn't understand that there's a comma right here. Right? We leverage whole genome type data from Gullah, African Americans from Jackson, Mississippi, and then African population from Sierra Leone, and population reference panels from Africa and Europe. So the Gullah is not the African Americans from Jackson, Mississippi.
No, they got Gullah, comma. They got people in Mississippi, comma, and they use people in Sierra Leone, comma.
Bro, when I find this shit,
list. That's what I'm saying. They don't get the basic fundamentals, bro. You feel me?
Perhaps he doesn't understand grammar. Perhaps he doesn't understand grammar. You know, that's
like
a
this is my
possibility.
source. Like I use this.
Yo,
shit.
but he kept saying it like, oh, that they
Not
had to
mine,
go
like
to Jackson.
but like
They had to go to Jackson
my
and get
list.
some Gullah people.
Yeah,
That's
that's what they
crazy,
do, man. They take out everything again in order to make it what they wanted to do. One guy tried to argue me down about that whole speech that Thomas Jefferson gave on the increase of the population in America when he was talking about describing each group of people as tawny
Benjamin
or
Franklin. Yeah,
you talking about you talking about natural increase?
I used that shit 2 years ago in my first
So this
same video
motherfucker-
of Black. I used that shit 2 years
Wait, he
ago.
just want to stop it where he said, you know, the Africans were tawny or some shit, man. And I'm like, dude, did you read the whole fucking read the whole paragraph to the people, man? But they
Observations of people in the United.
Yeah, why the fuck would they use Tawny with African anyway? That come on, man.
Because
He's
again,
definitely
what he was trying to
misreading that
do,
shit.
what he was trying to do is he was trying to come out of his autobiography versus going to the actual speech that he made. So of course the autobiography clipped it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially not in context. As soon as I got up there to tell him about it, they kicked me off. You know, be muted me first.
I think I found the part.
Oh shit! Watch
Let me
this
hear
now.
that.
I think there's a part. Let's listen.
Hold on, before you go, I want to say this real quick. I don't think it's just the Gullah either, because I have a cousin who's from Charlotte, and this dude is 99% African.
No, it's not
99%
saying he's not
African.
saying that. He's not. He's saying in concentration, and it makes sense.
Oh
when
no,
you
yeah,
look at
concentration,
historical.
yeah.
No, it's on average. It's on average.
Yeah, the Gullah didn't.
Yeah, on average. Oh yeah, on average. Yeah, on average. Yeah, Gullahs are definitely more African.
You can find Gullah people.
That's a fact.
Got probably
and it's
60
still there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's still there. Whereas people from Mississippi and Alabama, they came from those places and they mixed in with other people who have come from other places like Maryland and Virginia. You know what I'm saying? So they're mixed in. It's different. You know what I'm saying? But in concentration,
it's true. The people from North Carolina, I would say North Carolina to South Carolina on the coast, especially you see the more people that you see people in the Charlotte area, North Carolina, down to South Carolina on the coast. Those people are in the high 80s to mid 90s. Percentage wise, because I've been related back to a lot of those people in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida, and they're all a lot of them in the 90s, a lot of them in the 90s when it comes to Africa. 90% African.
Real quick, my fault, bro. But like for example, right? I'm 97%. I'm Gullah Geechee, right? I currently live in Richmond, Virginia, because Shockoe Bottom being Shockoe Bottom, a very large African import. If I find a sister here, a high concentration as well, which is very common around here because of Shockoe Bottom being Shockoe Bottom, another arrival as far as as far as Africans coming in, it rivaled Charleston, South Carolina, Shockoe Bottom, and Virginia did,
James River.
I give George big up. Like the folklore society and everything. So like I got a high chance to still have a high DNA rate child if I had a kid with somebody here in Richmond, Virginia. That's just an example. Like so it's
beyond a doubt.
But just
beyond a doubt.
And on average, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, in the corridor.
Yeah, they didn't move around as much there. They didn't move around as much. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. They didn't move around as much.
Oh, I'm about to play the joint.
I'm about to
you
play
can explain this story.
Run to the door real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy. Yo, so that's crazy how they use the source and that shit disagree with them.
They always do that shit, bro. They always do that shit.
Like to the point, I'm like, yo, I know where to go to because I use this shit. Like I sent it to him in the back in the private chat. Like, yo, what the fuck? That's what you talking about?
Gullah, you know what they say? You know what they say, Gullah? Well, you got to read between the lines. Why we always got to do that with y'all fucking sources? Why can't your source just say what it says? I don't understand that shit with these fucking people.
I showed the definition on the wiki joint on pseudo-history and how it always has an agenda tied to it, whether it be political, personal, so on and so forth, and how it ties in with the whole denialism, the revisionism of history and everything, bro. Like I showed it right there. Like that shit crazy, fam. For real, for real. That's how you got weirdos like Tyshawn talking about he's a black Confederate Aboriginal.
Bro, these people are conspiracy theorists though, too, bro. That's if you notice, a lot of them, it's all conspiratorial.
Yo, let me
play that video, bro.
Gullah African Americans from Jackson, Mississippi. Scientists to this shit, right? We leverage whole genome type data from Gullah African Americans from Jackson, Mississippi. They went to Mississippi to get Gullahs.
Do you see what I'm saying?
From data from Gullah, African Americans from Jackson, Mississippi,
from this point on, he is totally confused because everything is based on he can't believe that they went to Jackson, Mississippi to get some Gullahs.
And that don't even what it says. That's not what it says.
That is not what it says.
On TikTok tomorrow, dog. I know you're gonna be over there with that.
Yo, I swear to God, he mentioned this part like 20, like from this point in the live to after he read this, he said it about 10 times. I get in the chat, I'm in another name. I'm like, it don't say that. It doesn't. It never said they went to Mississippi to get no Gullah.
You know why he's doing that though, right? You know why he's doing that because he want to say that the Gullahs are indigenous. That's why he's doing that shit.
Yeah, but he wants to bring make this test seem like this research right here to seem faulty.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So now he's bringing question to why would they go to Mississippi?
Yeah,
the Gullah person,
right?
When that's not even what they did. So your whole thing is built off a lie, right? I want to play it again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because this, blocked the nigga on IG for saying Gullahs was indigenous. I just blocked the nigga. I ain't got time for that shit.
And this is what they do, right? They have very poor reading comprehension. And then when you try to correct them on it, they don't want to hear it, right? They're just oblivious because they're right, right? Like, so watch.
And the scientists to this shit, right? We leverage whole genome type data from Gullah African Americans from Jackson, Mississippi. They went to Mississippi to get Gullas. Why they go to? Who would have thunk it? They would have went to Mississippi to get some Gullas. Why?
It's a well-known HBCU in Jackson, Mississippi. You know,
is that where all the Gullas be at?
Academia. Point them out, bro. Point them out.
So they went to Jackson, Mississippi to find them some Geechee niggas.
For real.
Like he really goes in about that, and that's not the last time he mentions in that. He builds his whole premise off of this.
Bro, so either he's slow or he alive.
Either
he's slow or he alive.
Him and who it's him and then somebody else said, don't they got an HBCU in Jackson?
Yeah,
exactly.
Like what that got to do with anything?
Right. Even the HBCU debunks the Abbo narrative.
Right, nigga. But we got a guy named Backwater Geechee. We got a dude named Backwater Geechee over there that be blowing his back out. You know what I'm saying?
Look, Lucky like that one because him and Lucky got a little beef. Lucky, the reason I got, I'm blocked from that channel. Everything was all good until him and Lucky got into it. He started shooting everybody close to him.
Yeah.
Word.
I get on him. I get on Ab TV over there on TikTok. But me and him, we always have a good discourse.
Get on him about this, please.
I can't wait till tomorrow.
Tell him why he won't converse with me.
Of course he don't want to converse with no real Gullas, man. You know, he'll talk
somebody who's actually involved. Especially and involved. Like
niggas like him, the reason why I recorded the museum. The Gullah Museum, the Maritime Museum, niggas like
they try to act like that shit that don't even exist, right?
Right.
Where the ships that fuck out of here. We got the Maritime Museum, nigga.
They be swearing that Gullah and Geechee are two different people, nigga. That's what the problem is, bro. That shit be blowing me away. Like, yo, Gullah is this and Geechee mean that.
You can look at somebody and tell if they're Gullah.
Stupid.
I mean, to a certain extent,
you can look at them. You get to the court, you get down to Jacksonville, it's a different look and everything.
Bro, it's a chick on there on TikTok named Tia. She swear up and down, bro. She had a whole live full of motherfuckers listening to her lie to these people, saying that these are different people, man. They not from Africa. And the old Gwale or the Gwale people.
Yeah, he runs that same thing. That Gwale and all
very
that
first
other
video.
And the old Geechee River and all that shit, bro.
Oh. And it's even pronounced with a Y. It's not no Gwale, it's the wallet.
Yeah. They be going in, bro. But I hope he get on there tomorrow with this shit tomorrow, thinking he got something.
He be watching now to see channel, bro. I don't know why they watching right now.
They be fun. Yeah, they be watching. Look, Real Rap, remember I took over their channel one day. Yo, Ab TV left me with the screen up and he just dipped. I don't know where he went. I was killing them niggas for like 2 hours. Everyone was so mad. He's like, yo, I'm telling you tomorrow, you ain't gonna be allowed on nobody's panel. He was
yeah. I love to see that, man. Damn,
yo, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull that up.
Yeah, you need to pull that one up.
He was mad as fuck.
Yeah,
I did a whole thing. It's called "How I Got Banned from the Internet Cult." Yeah, I'm gonna find that shit. I did a whole little video about it, right? Yo, I'm gonna find that shit right there. Let me go.
Me and Rob Moore did some shit like that on Clubhouse show. We had a room for like 2 weeks, bro. Just taking shifts, bro. Because we was like 15 deep. We were just taking shifts.
That's what you gotta do.
Hey, look, and the funny part, the room was called, it was an Abbo room. They named it No Grandma Killers.
That's what they named it, No Grandma Killers.
Yeah, because we kept beating up all they goddamn grandma stories and all that bullshit, bro. They named that shit No Grandma Killers.
Yeah, but that dude from last night, though, you seen him come over there before, haven't you, Gullah?
On TikTok?
Yeah.
I don't recall him, fam.
Man, when I say he wanted to, the way Chris did him, I did him worse than that on TikTok, man. I forgot what he was talking about, bro. But I was trying to be cool with the dude because it was my first time listening to him, man. But after he got to talking, and he was so mysterious about everything. He wouldn't give you no details. He won't talk about, they sacred language and all this shit. And but you still promoting this shit to the people, man. When I say I went Chris Harris on his ass that night, dog. That's why I was like, I ain't even come up because this is gonna be a slaughter for this thing. He's a clown, bro. Another old head, man. That's just a clown,
me,
man.
bro. They can't talk with me. Talking about he from the Carolinas. What part, bro? That's the question number one. Can't name shit. I asked him what school, but now it makes sense why he couldn't name one because he ain't go to school.
Yeah.
So
Drop out ass nigga, but you want to be somebody teacher and leader and chief and all that shit. Fuck out of here.
The nigga put up a picture of James Brown with some random lady talking about he can't tell the lady. And we supposed to believe
it. Like he date the lady daughter.
Who the fuck you think we is, dog? Who the fuck?
This nigga was a fucking embarrassment last
Who you
night.
think I be? Like I'm supposed to just believe you because you say
Them Aiken, South Carolina niggas and them Augusta niggas beef over goddamn James Brown. They beef over James Brown being from Georgia or fucking South Carolina. They actually beef over that shit.
Everybody don't know that. That's a fact.
And ain't nobody from no goddamn Carolina gonna say they would say North or South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? They gonna say they from North Carolina or South Carolina.
This nigga was naming every celebrity from motherfucking Carolinas and said they are Indians.
Oh yeah. Oh, that dude. Oh, he's an older person. He did sound kind of old.
He
older than me.
Thanksgiving was an
aberration. He said he was born in 75. I heard that.
Am I reading?
Yeah, I was born in 76. Yeah, he should know better.
He said that Chris Harris said that the Aboriginal Power video when the nigga told Chris Harris that Thanksgiving was an Aboriginal holiday. That's wild. That's wild.
That shit was straight up created by Abraham Lincoln.
Peace, Mel.
That's where that shit actually comes from.
That's wild. And it's too easy, bro. All I gotta do is the museum, the Maritime Museum. Like, bro, this shit, anything they don't document nothing. I mean, you can go to the anthropology, Joseph Opala, A Language Ukrainian. That's documented too. The fuck languages, words, fucking trilateral roots, all type of shit, bro. Syntax, morphology. I don't even do the linguist shit, but I know that because I read Lorenzo Dow fucking time. Like,
yeah, I found this shit. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I ain't mean to cut y'all up. Yo, listen to this. Listen to this. This what Real Rap talk about. I said, yeah, knock, the day you took over the screen share, it was never the same. Yo, watch this shit.
And includes numerous fancy terms. So A1, go to sleep, nigga. Go to bed, nigga. What was you talking about?
Anybody with any common sense, look, anybody with any common sense, I mean, that's all right though. You know what? I'm about to go though. Yeah, I'm a little upset that Ab let you run the channel and leave and let you run the channel. You a Pan-African. That's all right though. That's all right though. Tomorrow we gonna do.
Guess what?
I promise.
Jim Jones wasn't working tonight, nigga.
Okay. You got it. You right.
Jim Jones shit ain't work tonight, nigga.
You're absolutely right, bro.
You can't kick me off the panel. You's a bum. Everything you showed.
I'm a little upset that Ab. I mean, that's all right though. You know what? I'm about to go though. Yeah, I'm a little upset that Ab let you run the channel and leave and let you run the channel. You a Pan-African. That's all right though. That's all right though. Tomorrow we gonna do.
Guess what?
I promise.
Jim Jones wasn't working tonight, nigga.
Okay, you got it. You right.
Jim Jones shit ain't work tonight, nigga.
You're absolutely right, bro.
You can't kick me off the panel. You's a bum. Everything.
Yo, from that day, he was pissed off, yo. That was probably the last time I was over there. This was how long ago? 5 months ago.
Classic.
Word.
Damn. The nigga said, he's a bum.
He's a bum. Yo, that's why A1 hate me, because, yo, if you look, they were trying to say Benjamin Banneker was Aboriginal. I'm showing a letter from Benjamin Banneker to, who is this? I think Thomas Jefferson, where he literally said, He's saying, sir, I freely and truly acknowledge that I am of the African race. This is Benjamin Banneker writing this. Never mind his genealogy. You know what I'm saying? That says his mother was half black and is half African. His grandfather straight from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, never mind that.
That's his own word.
Oh, his mother, my bad. His father was straight from Africa. His mother was half African, and her father was straight from Africa. That got with a English woman. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what they was mad about. That shit was crazy.
Damn, but that's a classic, nigga. What? Fuck that nigga, though. I can't steady. I sure wish I could find that one I popped up on their ass and cussed his ass out over there on Top Cats and then dropped down on their ass real fast.
Yeah.
That nigga said, use a bump. Yeah, that's
Just
Jones ain't running this bitch tonight, nigga.
That's a part of the brand, bro. You need
that was hilarious.
That was hilarious, bro.
Look, you can't mute me. You can't put me in the back. You can't do nothing.
Information trash.
I'm telling niggas, like I'm telling you, I'll share y'all screen, but y'all don't got nothing to offer. Y'all ain't giving me nothing to share. I'm gonna just keep sharing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just killing them. Like, whoa.
That's a good one right there.
Yeah, you did that one, bro.
Yeah,
look,
you did that one.
Look, Sean was in the chat that day too. He said you crazy, Doc.
Oh shit. Hey, look, root words.
This is the replay when I played on my shit, not on his shit. I gotta find it on his shit. But yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was great.
After that day, a lot of shit changed, man. A lot of shit changed. A1 put his foot down. I ain't even gonna front. That nigga, he put his foot down in the Aboriginal community. He was not having it. No, I gotta run that back a little bit.
Go ahead, man.
That was hilarious. You gotta put that on TikTok, son.
Yeah, that's a clip.
Yeah, I gotta bring that shit back. I'm glad I remember this shit.
It lets you run the channel. You that ab lets you. I mean, that's all right though. You know what? I'm about to go though. I'm a little upset that ab lets you run the channel and leave and let you run the channel. You a Pan African. That's all right though. Tomorrow we want to.
Guess what?
I promise you.
Jim Jones wasn't working tonight, nigga.
Okay, you got it. You right.
Jim Jones shit ain't work tonight, nigga.
You absolutely right, bro.
You can't kick me off the panel. He's a bum. Everything you showed. Every single thing you showed, nigga. Now go home, lick your wound.
Oh, that's good.
Go bump your head.
I was going to say crazy.
Yeah, you reckless, nigga. You didn't give a two fucks.
Nigga say go bump your head.
The message, not the messenger.
Yeah, that was a good one right there. Man.
Classic.
Well, like he said, he started throwing his weight around the next day.
That nigga said, you right. Okay, you got it.
Yo. Well, look at Melanated. That's all right though.
Yeah,
Bird say when you
That's all right though.
He was definitely defeated. He was definitely defeated. Yeah.
He was defeated like a
Run it back again, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. Go again, bro. Hold on.
Bring it back.
Yo, this shit.
That nigga side.
I know he's watching
me, bro. Hell.
I know. And look, this how that because he was trying to show this book by John Ogilvy, right? And Arnold Montanez. They have a book. It's called the Accurate Description of the New World, right? It was written in the 1600s. But listen to what the book says. It says the work contains many errors, includes numerous fancy tales about the people and animals of the Americas, since neither Arnold Montanez nor John Ogilvy had visited the New World. They were relying on travelers' account and secondary source. I'm trying to tell them they're painting these Indians black because they never been there.
They never saw them.
They never saw them. All they hearing is that they're not white.
Right. Swarthy and tarny.
Yeah. So and the only so this how it all started, and this is why he's really a bum. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's really a bum, but really a bum.
Hey, look, is this nigga that had to get the fundraiser for the computer?
No, that's
that was Bat. And I think Caramel did the same thing too.
Which one used to be the RBG shit? Which one used to be
that was BAP, Aboriginal Power.
God damn.
Yeah. He the one. He got photos of him, black fist in the air, red, black, and green.
Yeah. I got some of them too. And some other motherfucker used to run with them.
A1, he's the one. I don't know him.
Yeah,
A1, they call him a Tonchidus one. He like the leader, OG. He from Jersey, right?
Yeah, Jersey.
Word, but let me play this real quick.
I'm gonna let you get this shit on.
I mean, that's all right though. You know what? I'm about to go though.
Yeah,
I'm a little upset that Ab let you run the channel and leave and let you run the channel. You a Pan African. That's all right though. That's all right though.
That's all right.
Tomorrow we want to do.
Guess what?
I promise.
Jim Jones wasn't working tonight, nigga.
Okay, you got it. You right.
Jim Jones shit ain't work tonight, nigga.
You absolutely right, bro.
You can't kick me off the panel. You's a bum. Everything you showed. Every single thing you showed, nigga. Now go
I'm definitely making the intro out of that.
Use a bum. That's classic, dog.
And yo, that's why he talks so much shit about me. I'll be forgetting about this shit. This is why he really hates me. Cause I
just forgot you don't goddamn roll down on niggas and put your feet up on the couch.
You niggas I was on my Rick James shit. Fuck your couch.
Use all the data.
Fuck your couch.
Use a bum.
Yeah.
Going off on that whole ass nigga. That nigga. You got him good without we use a bum.
That sound like I'm standing over him. You know what I'm saying? Just like he like, yo, you got it. He got hands up in the air. You got it. You got it.
You got it. All right, though. All right. Though.
All right. Yo,
you got
you
it.
Stuck them up for their channel, bro.
Stuck them up, bro. Stuck them up. I should go find the video because I had it rocking for like 2-3 hours. I ain't no cat.
Had a whole kidnapping.
Listen,
charge,
I went
bro.
through all types of shit. I showed them a little girl's body, 80,000 years old in Kenya. No, we're talking about fossils, 80,000 years old in Kenya. Now, can you show me any bodies in America that old? No, right? We talking about math. I showed them the Ashango bone. Can you show me anything in America that old? You know what I'm saying? Like, we just going, it started with Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas misquoting them. So I had to go through that. Like, this is what MLK really said. This is what Martin really said. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what Malcolm really said.
They were talking about.
Yeah, everything they said, I'm putting it right on the screen. Like, going for, bro, for hours. Like, all they could do is deny. Word.
And they ain't show nothing. They ain't present shit, huh?
Hell no.
That's why
I gotta find that one.
I'm gonna find that shit because yeah. I play
yo.
Live because look, this is the name of it. How I got kicked out of Internet Code. It's Exposed Averill Lives featuring A1. After that day, I'm telling you, I was banned from everywhere, bro.
Damn.
It took me like 2 months to get back on.
They wasn't jacking it, bro.
What?
They had a long talk, but they probably fell out over you for a couple of days.
That's a fact. Yo, bro, real rap, no, because I think they was having secret meetings. This is when real rap was still an ABBA. They was having secret Zoom meetings, like this nigga's
they broke up. What you say? They broke up. You say they broke up.
Listen, I'm telling you,
they
I'm on the hill.
They had a fucking Marysville and Ivan Van Serta, but goddamn meeting.
Because a lot of people get on YouTube. They like to go and look at other shit. You feel what I'm saying? I don't do the religious shit. This is what I'm focused on right now on YouTube. That's really it. You know what I'm saying? So especially that time, I ain't got nothing but time. I'm just focused on.
5 months ago, it's November, bro. Oh shit!
Damn.
How
the hell did you get prime? You got front row seat on AP panel, bro. Like, I didn't even know about that episode.
This is Ab TV. He shared my screen and walked away. He probably went, was fucking with his girl or the kids. He got mad kids and shit. So he's doing some shit in the crib. He started a live. He did that a lot. He would start the live and just walk away when niggas is on the panel. You know what I'm saying? And my screen was up. So I took full advantage of that motherfucker. Word.
Yo, yeah, this is before he don't let nobody come on his panels no more now.
Not like that. Hell no.
Clearly,
It started a
you gotta
little
see
bit.
fucked that up. Man.
Yeah, I fucked that up. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
you fucked that.
I thought that started happening. I thought that started happening after Chief Holiday. Him and Chief Holiday got into it.
Got to be more careful.
Nah. That's that should happen a little bit after that. First, the Chief Holiday shit happened, and I think this happened because they didn't all the way fall out. Word. Oh, nah. Matter of fact, it was one or the other, but I know that the shit with Lucky was the sealer, like with Ab TV. Once I let Ab TV, I was still good with Ab TV over here, right? But once I went to Aboriginal Power, Chief Holiday, all the channels that A1 can get in their ear about, I was done over there. But I was still good until that shit with Chief Holiday and Lucky and Ab TV. Over here on Ab TV, that's what got me up out of it.
One more time, bro. One more time.
One more time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny, bro.
That nigga, yeah, that shit
They
classic.
were screaming your name last night, bro.
That's classic.
Where?
It was
down there.
when I was on Aboriginal Power Channel when we looked up the etymology of Johnson, and I brought up the Neptoplaya. It was talking about,
Yeah, I did hear them say that. Oh, yo, I was trying to send you something too, bro. Because y'all was talking about. He said Chief Holiday kept asking, "Yo, show me a 5,000-year-old body in Africa." Right? We got older, but I was gonna give you something pretty much right there. I did
right there, yeah.
It was from Cameroon, 3,000 to 8,000-year-old child. I think it was like 4 children, but one of them had 8.
Damn, man.
One
You
of them
sent
had
that in.
the 8,000.
Okay.
At 800.
Damn, man. I wish I would have looked at my DM or whatever, because I just brought up Neptoplaya. I'm like, well, I ain't got to show you bones. I could just bring up Neptoplaya and show you people that, there's like, oh, you brought a bunch of rocks. So you must have brought that up on that show before, Neptoplaya.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I never brought up Neptoplaya. Lucky brought up Neptoplaya before. I brought up but there was a show where he brought up Neptoplaya. I brought up the Shango bone and some other shit. We was just I brought up like the walls of Benin. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, word. What's good, Lucky? Lucky up here now. Well, hold on, let me work this real. Go ahead, Lucky. Say what you gotta say, and we'll play that video.
I'm cracking up over here, bro. Y'all, wow. I just said, use a bum. Use a bum.
Yo, I gotta put that in the intro. That's a fact. Like, well,
yo, I know that felt amazing, bro. Like, pause, but that was like,
I was dying laughing. I was dying laughing.
That nigga stuck him up for the channel, bro. That's crazy.
He can never get me like this. Never.
you made that nigga break
like
even on the album channel. You never get me up there. Like,
Nah, hey, look, Nat, when the niggas said they had a team meeting about that, real talk, them niggas had a group meeting. You know what I'm saying? Then they got reprimanded. You feel me? They kicked that boy out of the Abo inner circle. That boy Al TV ain't been around. You feel me? They don't even fuck with Buddy no more for real. They feel like he the reason why, not a coincidence. Then you know what I'm saying? Got the new leg up on him. You feel me?
word. It's really ad powerful. Word. But
Yeah. You had a wrench in both the niggas' chat, huh?
facts all over the place.
That nigga Mac was doing it up, y'all. Hey, that nigga Mac was doing it up. Niggas was mad. I'm like, bro, I can't even get my shit off, bro. This nigga Mac dropping links, bro. I'm getting muted left and right. I'm like, bro, this shit ain't even right, bro.
did you have a link? You had a wrench over there at what's the name channel too, right? At Chief Holiday channel, right?
Nah, never on Chiefs. I got one on Cuddy's now though. I've been had one on Cuddy channel. But Chief Holiday, I'm locked over there. Like, Chief don't fuck with me. Listen, I got Chief on video talking about we was called African American in the 1800s. So he know he can't fuck with me. Like, he say all this shit didn't exist. The way I broke him down on his channel, he had to admit, like, oh nah, I didn't say that. I never said that. I didn't say it didn't exist. All right.
Bro, we beat him up on his channel so much, bro, but it's just so many freaking 19-hour live streams. Ain't nobody going back in there to catch the 45 minutes, bro. That shit is too much.
Too much.
Nah, the shit.
Go ahead.
I'm about to say, yeah, I was fucking him up about the last name Johnson yesterday and the etymology. He was like, yo,
English is that's American, da da da. So I was like, we can look these last names up, and it's gonna go back to a coat of arms and the origin of the name. So I brought the name up, and it was some paperwork I ended up bringing up for like 1300. So I'm like, your name goes back to the Anglo-Saxons, bro. Like, it's no other than you can't find that in America.
Yeah. And then they like, well, show me it in the 1200s, show me in the 1100s. Like, damn, you just keep pushing it back further and further. Like that makes no sense. Can you show the last name Johnson before Europeans came here in America? Yes or no? No, you can't.
Then they switched it to I don't want to see the translation after they asked you for the translation.
No, they wanted me to listen. They wanted me to read Old English, bro. They wanted me to read it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they wanted you to read. Like, I wanted to say Johnson in Old English.
Is like, listen, I don't have to read it. We have people who can read it who translate it. Look, this is what it says.
Yeah, that's gonna be dead.
The translation is right there. They don't want that. They want Cass to read that. Like,
yeah, this nigga want me to read Old English. I'm like, I can't read it, bro. Like, I don't have that skill set.
No,
I never studied no English.
They should be able to read it because English comes from America. That's their ancient
Facts.
language.
That's a whole fact, bro.
Why the fuck
That's a whole fact.
Bitches can't read shit.
Well,
they admitted they couldn't read it.
Hold on, we just seen
comma is.
Yeah, we just seen Aboriginal TV can't read. He read that right. Like, there wasn't no comma there.
Nigga, yesterday dropped out.
Hey, that nigga blew through the stop sign, nigga. Oh my goodness.
Got his shit in prison.
He went down a one-way, like, and from that
The
point
wrong
on,
way,
he
nigga.
was totally confused from that point on, bro. Like, from that, he kept saying it, like,
They
had
got
to get
Geechee from
color.
Mississippi.
No, he was
No,
this shit
nigga,
was
they got
ridiculous.
Gullah people. Niggas from Mississippi. Niggas from Sierra Leone.
Yeah, and they
Yes.
compared their DNAs. Like, that. What the fuck is so hard about that?
That's why them Israelite niggas be reading slow like that, because they know the abos in the crowd. You got to slow it down for their ass.
That was clearly 3 different people groups. Like, what the fuck? Like, these niggas is
Nah,
crazy.
that was bad, man.
Let me get to this.
With any common sense would know that I had. I mean, that's all right though. You know what? I'm about to go though. I'm a little upset that Ab let you run the channel and leave and let you run the channel. You a Pan African. That's all right though. That's all right though. Tomorrow we gonna do.
Guess what?
I promise.
Jim
All right,
Jones
okay.
wasn't working tonight, nigga.
Okay, you got it. You right.
Jim Jones shit ain't work tonight, nigga.
You're absolutely
You
right,
can't-
bro.
You can't kick me off the panel. You's a bum. Everything you showed, every single thing you kicked me off the panel. You's a bum. Everything you showed, every single thing you showed, nigga. Now go home, lick your wounds, and go to sleep, nigga. Go broke your head, bro. Fuck out of here.
That's great.
I was stuck on that nigga.
You hardcore that nigga.
Doctor, literally everything they brought up, I'll bring it up. Like, what are you talking about?
Hey, that nigga said, I promise.
That
He
nigga
meant
had
that shit.
revenge on the mind. He meant it.
Nah, but look, that's when he got the back door. That's when he got the permissions from Ab TV. I mean, Aboriginal Power, and that's when he started getting the control. Like, y'all ain't gonna leave me like this no more. And whoever
Right.
don't get that type of control, he ain't really gonna fuck with it. Like, you see, he go to Holiday Channel. Cuddy gonna do exactly what he tell him. If Cuddy say, "Yo, put him in the back," you going in the back. I mean, A1 tell Cuddy to put you in the back, you going in the back. That's it. Word. I don't
This
play
nigga, he be bullying them niggas, bro. He be bullying them niggas over there.
Yeah, it's all Knack fault, y'all. So the reason why we can't talk on the panel, y'all can think not a
If
coincidence.
he a bully, why he don't pull up? If he a bully,
He ain't no real
why he
bully.
don't pull up?
Cause you know, a lot of bullies is pussies.
That what
He's
I'm
being bullied,
I ain't
y'all.
gonna
He
lie,
ain't no damn bully.
I get activated. I'm with all of that shit. So yeah, I like that. You a bully? What's happening? The fuck?
Them niggas was saying so
He's a
much
bum.
pseudo shit yesterday. That shit was crazy.
Pussy ass motherfuckers, man. That shit crazy.
Most of them niggas barely come out of their comfort zone, bro. Like, we the ones that pull up on them. They won't pull up. I respect niggas like what's old boy, Smoke Signal and all that. At least they pull up. Smoke Signal don't get. He don't know what he's talking about, but that nigga gonna pull up. Period.
You don't
point
learn
blank.
nothing though. You don't learn nothing.
Like he just a crash dummy.
Yeah, that's what that
But
is.
look, this is 99% of Abro's problem. Reading comprehension. Just real quick, y'all. Reading comprehension.
Leverage whole genome type data from Gullah African Americans from Jackson, Mississippi. They went to Mississippi to get girls. Why they go to? Who would have thunk it? They would have went to Mississippi to get some girls.
What?
Why?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like for real, bro. That's not what it says. That's literally not what it says. Like,
He must don't know the screen share. I don't know what Buddy's doing.
Hey, look, now to see if you don't mind, I pull up the joint I put in the private chat, right? That page 7, section 3.2.
Oh,
this shit crazy, man.
Bro, that nigga blew through the comma. Like that shit was not there, bro.
Like, do we have to look up why like the use of a comma? Like, what is a comma in the English?
And these niggas created English, bro. That's what's so crazy.
Allegedly.
Yo, hold
They
on.
can't even
No,
read.
I seen that. Was it me or somebody had that conversation about like commas and certain punctuations? Like, I'm telling you. Oh, it was with smoke signal. No, it was a semicolon. That's what it was. My bad. It was a semicolon. But like you know what I'm saying? But it's just
that's
like,
used
bro,
to list things. Or that's oh my god.
Oh, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's used to list things, and then they started listing. I forget what the conversation was. But whatever it was, they was listing things that was a part of what they was
I
just
think
talking.
I know what you're talking about. We was it had something to do with some definition or something. And I think he was trying to like show the nigga how to read in the definitions and shit like that. Like how to read what like
Yeah, it was
like
something
you know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Through the definitions and shit. Yeah, some basic shit.
Yeah, you guys don't remember when A1 was talking crazy? And they were like, you talking all that tough guy shit. And until I told him, I said, bro, I'll fly to New York. And so you in Jersey, you can meet me in New York. Remember? Remember? Did he start saying? He said, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe.
Whoa.
Yeah, yo, he got
bro. Listen. This is what he was talking crazy, right? I said, all right, bro. I said, you and I can spar, right? We can spar in New York. You know what I'm saying? You in Jersey, I'm in Cali. I can fly over to New York. We can spar. He said, I don't know. He said, I don't do that boxing. I do MMA. I say, hey, bro, I'll do that too. Let's go. And then he started saying, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. Do y'all hear? Y'all hear he threatening me? I'm like, what the fuck, bro? We said we were gonna spar for charity.
Man, I remember that shit.
What's wrong with this nigga, man?
Oh, want to make a movie ass nigga, bro. That's one of them dudes that he want to goddamn wait till the CEO come around and do some shit. Now you want to get
Yeah. And you know they tattletale like little ass kids telling on people and shit.
You know, hey, look,
I'm gonna tell YouTube on you,
bro. Fuck them niggas. They pussy. Like, fuck all of them. They 12. They clan, COINTELPRO, whatever. Fuck.
Yeah, but you said this. I said I would fly across the country. I said, bro, you gonna have the advantage, bro. You only coming from Jersey, bro. I'm coming from Cali. You know what I'm saying? You got all the advantages. You at least somewhere in your area. I'm coming from way outside my area. I said I'm gonna come see you. I'm gonna fuck you up though. That's what I told him. I said I'm gonna fuck you up real bad, bro.
You can look at
Shaw1 over there fighting them niggas now. But
who on right now?
Oh, add power. But Gullah, what you want to get into with this, with the Sierra Leone part?
Oh yeah, that point, that 3.2. That very last sentence. This analysis confirmed previous genetic reports to autosomal mtDNA, while chromosome markers, i.e., the Gullah African Americans had. Go up to that next one. Yeah, had lower European admixture and higher African ancestry than other African American populations in the USA. So if the Gullah Geechee got the most African ancestry, how the fuck are they trying to get involved into this Aboriginal talking point? That's why I be getting in my bag with shit, because how, Sway? You feel me? You can keep reading further down. 90%. People in Florida, 89%, so on and so forth. South Carolina, 88%. You feel me? Then they got the sources to go along with it. This is the study. Within the study, they go over the methodology and everything.
This is the same one he was reading from.
The same one he was reading from. So how is it so self-explanatory the way it comes out with me, but with him is some other shit that's confusing. Like that's weird. It's
Hey, yo, I'm gonna hop back on. I'm about to go in the gym real quick, y'all.
What page is that again? What page is that one again? I know you're gonna pull that shit up tomorrow. I'm gonna catch
page 7. Page 7 in the PDF, section 3.2.
I got it. I'm got it.
But he pulled up the PubMed one. But all you got to do is just remember the title. I don't know if it's going to be
Not for nothing for anybody listening. Just type in Gullah DNA PDF. Those are the first two. The one I got, number one, and then the
But he be running with the Wale,
I use
right?
both of them. I use both of them.
Gullah, he be like playing on the word Wale, and that's how he be like trying to tie it in with the Indians. He don't even really be touching on Gullah history. He touches on Wale history, and he tries to conflate the two.
This is the Wale right here. Extinct. Extinct. Don't who they say they speak English and French and Latin and shit. Like what?
Yeah, root word. Why they call it Latin America? Why they call it Latin America? That shit is so stupid, man.
Like is Wale Indian Greece early settlers? That this deal?
What root word just saying last week that Greece is in Ohio?
Is that them, yo? Like that's crazy.
Yeah, he was saying Greece was in Ohio last week. Nigga saying Rome, the ancient Rome is in Ohio.
Hold on, Gullah. So he pulled this. He pulled this source.
Nah. Oh, I stopped sharing. Nah, he didn't pull that though. That's just a quick. Oh no, you're talking about the one right here on the screen right now. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he was reading from.
That's what I thought. Yeah, this nigga's bro. What the hell?
Showing the Wale people just now. I ain't know if y'all
Look,
saw that.
so this one is just this one is just from PubMed, but I'm gonna show you the exact part where that is. It's right here. You see where he got confused at?
Yeah, there you go. We leverage whole genotype data from Gullah, comma, African Americans from Jackson, Mississippi,
What?
Like, do we gotta explain why there's a comma between Jackson and Mississippi? You might have to for people.
So yeah, that's the same one. You know what I'm saying?
It's the same. It's the same thing. Yeah.
And now to see, man, I know. I already know you're gonna be teaching your kids that you ain't letting your kids get off this shit.
Oh hell.
I already know you're gonna man, they're gonna be well versed in history.
He's like the main one who brings up things that like it doesn't put him in a good light. Like he'll play a TikTok where old dog or somebody be over there whooping his ass. He'll play it back and be commentating over it. Like he ain't just get whooped. Like we can't see the evidence. Like he pull up sources, beat his ass. Like it's just like I said, he really one of the worst ones, bro. Like he like on root words level. He like
okay,
root words.
which one are you talking about now? Which one are you talking about
TV.
now? Oh, Ab TV. Yeah, he been horrible, bro.
Yeah, I call him Chief Mongolian spot. That's what I call his ass.
Just keep reading this shit. A slightly tighter bottleneck in the Gullah 13 generations ago suggests a larger.
Ain't none of them niggas worse than Chief Holiday though. Chief Holiday is the absolute fucking worst.
Hold on, Kelly. Gullah was reading.
A slightly tighter bottleneck in the Gullah 13 generations ago suggests a largely shared demographic history with the non-Gullah African Americans. Despite a slightly higher relatedness to populations from Sierra Leone, our data demonstrate that the Gullah are genetically related to many West African populations. Everything in this article is debunking him. They don't even agree with him. So why would he?
That's why he had to. That's why he had to read it wrong. That's why he had to read. Or he probably used it because he seen that in the beginning, and you know what I'm saying. Like,
but in the same paragraph, in the same document,
he don't need to read
the charts, the
he don't.
You know he don't finish reading. He leave that part out. You know he omits that line. He said many Gullah are related to Sierra Leone or many West African population. He leave that shit out real for real. You don't read that part.
Hold on, y'all. We got Real Rap up here. Let me say something. Real Rap, what's good with you? You there?
Hey, I was just going to tell you, highlight his comment that he made about the different factions of the, of the album. That shit was funny as fuck.
Wait, which one? Who?
Word Rap, he had a comment about the A1 and AP, the Catholic Church, TV, the Protestants. Hey, that shit accurate as fuck though. They got a little segment. And the Top Cats, he running the Mormons. You know what I'm saying? He running the Mormon play over on the other side. They all in the same doctrine though.
Acting like they something different.
Nah, like I said, Chief Holiday's the worst. That motherfucker don't even want you to talk. He just get up there, blah, blah, blah. And then to ask you a million questions over back to back to back to back to back to back. When you try to answer, he talk over you. He talk over you and then call you a bunch of names, and then he just cut you off and shit. He asks you questions, but he don't want you to actually answer the goddamn question. He's fucking annoying.
Link in the chat, bro. I'm gonna absolutely to get up here. There was another one too.
Yeah, the link is pinned.
He ain't never come up. He ain't coming up. He
don't come up. They see what we do to the people up here, man.
Absolutely. Pull up, bro. The water
is an absolute clown. That's ridiculous.
Surgical with
this say the same shit. Stand up for what you talking about.
Yeah, I was talking about absolutely like last week. That nigga don't. Yeah, he ain't gonna pull up. He just want to talk shit in the chat room.
Man, it's Dane Calloway, bro. The minute that I muted dude, bro, that's when Dane hit the link on the show. What's good?
Oh yeah.
I think it's like a troll account, bro.
I should test that theory out.
Hey, I believe you because I was gonna say Big Chief Sun Warrior. I was gonna say that was Top Cats.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
You know they got dummy accounts, bro. They got dummy accounts, bro. They be watching.
We seen A1. He did it one day. Had a whole dummy account and then switched it to his regular shit.
That's who that motherfucker is? Chief Sun Lee, whatever the fuck his name is. That sounds like some Chinese shit.
It's scared, bro. It's scared, man.
Yo, that's wild, yo, that's wild.
They scared, bro.
It's like if China Mac was an elbow.
So that's Top Cats? Okay,
no, that's Robert E. Lee descendant. Absolutely.
Not Robert E. Lee.
Yeah, y'all ain't know Robert E. Lee was black.
Big up Virginia.
Oh no, they didn't say that, bro.
Yeah, they said it.
Bro, yeah, bro. Listen, bro. If you let them tell it, listen, bro. Robert E. Lee black. What's the nigga name? Damn.
Cujo, the primary up the street.
JD. What's the nigga name? JD.
Dude, I actually met the nigga. I know the nigga.
Jefferson Davis.
I know his
They say
grandson.
Jefferson Davis black, bro.
Those are two lazy fucking slavers. Those are like some of the biggest.
Hey, you guys know that nigga Chief Sun Warrior. That nigga Chief Sun Warrior.
Hold on.
Jefferson Davis was the president of the Confederacy. He was the president of the Confederacy.
You know that dude, Chief Sun Warrior?
I can help you.
Chief Sun Warrior said that Euphrates River. Chief Sun Warrior said the Euphrates River is an organ.
Yeah, I asked him. They said Mesopotamia.
Just to see if I can do it or provide you with additional information.
It's just Horace Butler.
Can I get
y'all,
the address where you need that service?
It's just Horace Butler Bible, the Bible in America. That's all.
That's all.
You guys are saying that all these niggas is Hebrew Israelites and Moors.
Yeah, that's why we call them pan pseudo.
In the Confederate.
Confederacy. Look, Gullah still ain't let that shit go.
Because the primaries is Cujo, feel me. Like the primaries, fuck?
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
I mean, for real, man. I done been to the dude. I mean, it's Route 1 going through Richmond is Jefferson Davis. Yeah, come on, man.
What?
Come on, man. This nigga got a statue in Hollywood Cemetery, bro.
Oh shit! See now.
Yeah, right down the street.
Yeah, man. I
You
just
been to
want to let
Hollywood?
everybody know why I'm interrupting the show. You know what I'm saying? Dane Calloway, I'm at work right now, bro. You know the place you said that I ain't got no job, that I'm broke and all of that. Just wanted to let you know that I'm at work right now. So that's why I ain't saying much or nothing. So keep running, Calloway. You done ran.
Yeah, Abos
20 miles
don't know
around
what
the
work
moon,
is.
bro. Trying not to have a conversation with us.
Abos don't get no chili, Sean. We know they be live for 48 hours.
Sean, I played that video you played too of Dane running. That shit was funny.
Yeah, it's like a running, bro. You got a history of running, bro.
Hey, he brought you up on Top Cat channel yesterday when they were live together. They was kumbayaing about how he went over there and was dealing with some Pan African trolls.
He didn't deal with nothing. What did he say he did?
Yo, he went on. He told you basically what he did was he found your Facebook show.
That was it. And I know he did because he gave his when he mentioned the dogs and when he mentioned my dad headstone, like all of that. Like your IP address don't give you none of that, bro. I was like, come on, bro, you on Facebook, bro. Ain't nobody hiding.
You know, niggas
talking about he did some investigation.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta mute.
What you said, Gullah? Gullah, what you said?
I was like, man, motherfucker better quit playing because some people really know how to ethical hack out here. So yeah, I want to go ahead with that shit. Yo,
but Dane was just fronting like, come on, man.
That shit crazy. Hey, but look, that makes sense because look at this information he pushes, half-ass anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Oh, you going half-ass? Yeah. Oh, you just found his Facebook.
It fits.
But Sean don't hide.
He talk about pit bulls, and I think it was like bullies or something. I think he.
Yeah. He talking about he sell pit bulls when he
no, bro. Like
You trying to downplay the shit. Meanwhile, bro, you not on shit. Like,
hey, Kevin Troy, what's up? See, Kevin Troy, pull up, bro. Hit the link, man. Let's do it.
Hey, yeah, what's up, Gullah? Hey, man, I remember you on a Clubhouse, man. I all I know is that when Gullah was on Clubhouse, if Gullah was in front of one of them motherfuckers, he was gonna fire one of them motherfuckers, man. He said, you said I'm sick of you. He said, nigga, all them niggas in me and they trying to steal his culture and trying to claim it as theirs, and he just be, man, I don't give a fuck you. He be hot. He'll be y'all have to see him on Clubhouse, man. He's ready to go off on these motherfuckers. He's frustrated as fuck. And then be arguing about his culture to him. I don't blame you, bro. Arguing about your culture to you.
I feel you about that shit. I can't stand when they be talking that shit.
There's no cap, bro. I brought Queen Quet on Clubhouse, fam. That's how the whole Gullah Geechee room started. Me and her be building and talking all the fucking like we be chill like Queen Quet. You feel me? So fucking. I was like, hey, you want to come on Clubhouse with us? Boom. And then that's how that shit happened every Monday and Wednesday. So when she have her fucking weekly live broadcastings and shit, she go off Clubhouse, Facebook, and YouTube. For real. Subscribe to Gullah Geechee TV. Word. Dead ass.
You see that when King Gloster trying to claim y'all shit?
I know though. I didn't catch that, and I'm glad I didn't because I'd have bodied him anyway because I'm into the fucking battle rap scene and shit too. So I just would have went.
You know, he blocked me, right?
That's cool. Fuck that nigga, bro. But the ISUPK niggas, goddamn, me and Tazar, like, bro, that shit got ugly, bro. That shit got ugly. Cause I don't fuck with I hate that shit, bro. Anybody trying to jack the shit, but them motherfuckers, and it was on some clout shit too. Like I ain't never like them. What the Hebrews are what? Fuck out of here. You feel me? Like that's like we can show and prove the goddamn Islam coming over here in different parts and plantations and shit in the low country. All right, cool. Boom. But that Hebrew shit you don't see, bro. That ain't it. So don't even try to push
the only Hebrew was in the Caribbean,
get laughed
bro.
at in Charleston for that shit, bro. Like for real. Like that shit.
You can get away with that shit in the Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? Because they had some Sephardi's that went down there, but don't bring that shit to the mainland, bro.
Like that shit did not happen, fam. Like not at all. And again, it's Charleston, so all you gotta do is go to the fucking. They call it Beth Elohim on there, but it's just Bethlehem goddamn synagogue. And that's all the fucking primaries at. And they show you that the fucking first black fucking quote unquote Jews was enslaved by their masters and shit. That's how they converted to the shit. So it's like, what the fuck is you talking? And the primaries is there as well. And speaking of
according to them, the main primaries, them is copies of the primaries that got burnt down or flooded out.
Reconstructed.
Yeah, reconstructed.
They go back to the pseudo-history definition and shit because it's always some fucking scheme. Like you feel me? Like
grand conspiracy.
You feel me? So it's like, man, fuck these. They can't talk with me, bro. Fuck them niggas, bro. But yeah, the Daughters of Confederacy, bro. They got a fucking shit in Richmond. And
yes, they do.
They house a lot of fucking primaries, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot. I'm about genealogy, historical, bill of sales, all type of shit, fam.
You talking on the Confederate side?
Yeah. Well, in the southern side before it was Confederate. Yeah, but
it involves African American history and primaries. If you're trying to find certain shit, like you got to be real specific with your search, what you actually trying to look for. But yeah, like
Yeah, but that's a big thing for them, right? Well, at least with the holiday ice, they say the Confederates was niggas and no Africans fought in the war. It was black Aboriginals, and the white people didn't even fight. It was black Aboriginals from the north against black Southern Aboriginals, and they took our businesses and all this goofy shit. That's why he runs to the when niggas ask him what's your tribe name, he says tribes just talk about family. Slavery is a business, it's a family, and his tribe is Johnson. It's all a circle. You feel me? He's playing that dumbass game. But they don't never get checked on it. Like they the ones who you can't get them. Like this is why I've been getting really aggravated with the Aboriginals because they acting like they want to have debates, but the talking points that they have, you can't even get them to debate them. As soon as you bring up a talking point, they talk around it and want to debate you on something random. Like, no, nigga, that shit you was talking, let's debate it. You feel me? And if you don't want to do that, bro, then you scary. And that's really what it's showing.
They want to debate a misrepresentation of something you said. They don't want to.
They want to debate proven facts.
No, they're going to debate something. No, they're going to misrepresent what you said, try to pin you down to something that you didn't even say, which is not true, so that they can debate that and be like, look, you know what I'm saying? Some dumb shit.
Like with this YK versus PNF debate, right? It's supposed to be proven if Black Americans are African Americans or Moorish Americans or whatever, right? Prove that it was Moors in America type of shit was the whole thing. So his game plan is finna be proving that the word Africa wasn't being used. And that's like, bro, that's not the conversation. Or proving that the word Moor or Morocco was somewhere at a certain time. That's not the conversation. The conversation is about the people. But they try to play that game and they'll try to tie it to a term when you clearly are trying to tell him that he's an African, not that he's a word Africa. You feel me? So it's like that shit is it gets to the point where I be like, bro, it's not even entertaining, bro. I see what you're doing, and then the crowd gotta see it. If they don't, then we know what we dealing with.
They don't care. They don't care, man.
You're not a coincidence. What's good?
Real rap, you back?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I just stopped to get something to eat right quick and chop it up with you. The new conspiracy is the polls now since you won. Congratulations.
Yeah, you know how they.
That's the new conspiracy, dog. Like y'all done figured out how to hack the how to hack the polls. Like y'all done got your African cousins to vote on the poll. I was crying laughing, bro. When that nigga said.
You know what they blame it on, right?
You lying.
Don, you know what they blame it on, right, bro? You know they blame Chris. They blame Chris, and they blame Chris, and they also blame Sean. They blame Chris and Sean for it.
I don't know if it was Hawk. I one of them niggas, but they said that y'all paid niggas in West Africa like what they do in China to spike the numbers. Oh, that shit was funny, man.
Nah, you know what though? Not a coincidence. You ain't glowed enough, bro. You need to glow some more. You really need to glow some more because it hurts.
Nah, look, because they gonna be like, we need to stick to the percentages. The only reason why it was so funny is because y'all niggas hate him. So it's like, bro, he did so bad that niggas voted for Not a Coincidence, bro.
Word.
And they hate that nigga to death. That's really what it was about, bro. And these niggas trying to spin the narrative, bro. He had the worst showing of any Aboriginal. Yo, Zab did better than that nigga, bro. Real shit, bro.
Like the playback was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like what we had 20-minute rounds. His last he kept trying to quit, like not quit, but end his round early, like to the point where he has 7 minutes left in the first round. He just played a video. That the video now the debate is about is slavery, slave and indentured servant. In the video, it literally says, "Oh, they replaced slavery with indentured servitude." So that tells you right there it's not the same. If they was replaced by one with the other, but they just hear anything. And then he just kept. It's about indentured servant. He just want to keep saying servant.
And then he separated them and then started doing the synonym for servant. Yeah. Like playing with it, like the whole conversation ain't about the word indentured.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then at work for a nigga like root words.
Yeah. The indentured is the key part.
That's the whole thing.
Like even when we go to like even the laws that they make it like they'll say all servants, then they say except slaves. So slaves are servants, right? Indentured servant is a type of servant. It's a contract servant. A slave is a servant for life. Like
it was such an easy concept, first round knockout, bro. In my opinion.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's what I said, bro. He was like, bro. Zab put up a better showing against YK, bro. Like he was so bad. Niggas was like, bro, I hate this nigga Knack, bro, but I'm finna vote for him because Ho got me fucked up.
The nigga showed Prince with the word slave on his face. Like, come on, bro.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
See, but that's what happened though. He snuck up the joint. The nigga wasn't talking about nothing. But I'm gonna tell you how you know it was real bad when it was toward the end. When this nigga started bringing up corn, I'm like, what the fuck does that got to do with white slavery? What the fuck is corn?
And that finish in the chat like this nigga gonna get off. He gonna get off topic.
And I'm like, yo, from the very beginning, I said all he gonna do is show y'all white people complaining. And that's all the fuck he did. Talk about he ain't got no draws. No draws. Yo, that shit is funny as hell.
Hey, bro, he spent like 5 minutes on that story. That shit didn't even have nothing to do with the debate.
Some white dude in 1608 writing back to England talking about they don't have this, they don't have that. He's not he's a colonist. He's a planter. He's trying to help establish this colony of Virginia in 1608. He is not an indentured servant. He is not a slave. Like fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, that nigga was
he stayed off topic. He literally stayed off topic. He was never on topic the entire time. I'm like, man, bro, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Bro, we trying to figure out. We trying to talk about white slavery. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, the shit was debunked in the first fucking couple minutes of Not a Coincidence Statement. The shit was already killed right then. They really had to go beyond that. But this nigga was supposed to go prove that there were white slaves. This nigga changing the subject, going on and off, and he was incoherent. His whole debate was incoherent, and none of it made sense. It was, I mean, you could tell that he didn't put no effort into this motherfucker. Probably pieced that shit together 5 minutes before the show started. He didn't have no plan.
Hey, Callie, he was on every time AP was live promoting the debate. He was in the chat blocking me and cussing me out every day before the debate. I'm like, bro, you can't be making no slides, bro. You spending too much time.
You can't be working. Like, he definitely didn't put no work into them slides.
That's the second debate that he lost because he lost to PNF before that.
Did he lose twice?
I don't know.
Did he? Nigga shook, bro. PNF got them niggas shook. A1 won't even debate him for real. Bro, they tried to bring it back up. Like A1 and PNF, y'all need to go ahead and run that back. He was like, nah, me and that brother, we don't disagree on that.
Because he got a whole channel called Aboriginal Goofies Exposed where he's talking about abos.
Fact, bro. He was real rap know all about it, right? He was their enemy. He was enemy number one before Not a Coincidence. So the fact that this nigga is now the top abo over there is hilarious, bro. Like it's really a comedy show for real.
That's facts, Lucky. That shit funny. And the funny thing is, like, the nigga try to deny it, and you can clearly hear his voice on the channel, like, but he said that's not his channel. Like, bro, don't nobody run that channel, and you're not paying nobody to run it. I'm dead ass serious.
Who is it? Like, you gotta talk about.
You pay somebody for that shit.
No, I'm saying.
Yo, he got a video about Brown Wolf. That shit is hilarious.
Hey, I ain't see it. Play that bit.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you got Brown Wolf looking crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dog.
Play that bit. Hey, PNF be getting it. He be going off. That nigga there, yo.
Abo? Yeah, Abo now.
Nah.
He's a more.
Hey, speaking of PNF, you know who was in the chat room talking shit the whole time that you on your live when you were actually bringing up facts? Kiara was on that time. Not a coincidence, it's pseudo. Everything he presents is fake.
Hey, Callie, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, look. Before I got off the air, she was over here. I remember PNF got beat up by Not a Coincidence and a couple other cats. PNF left and his girl stayed behind to continue to argue for. Bro, I was crying, dog. I'm like, your girl's supposed to leave with you. Why your girl still here and you don't went live talking to them about that?
Cause she like attention from dudes, bro. She like attention from dudes, bro. I'm being dead ass serious.
Have y'all seen her stage?
Yo, Cat, we gotta all send this nigga Cat some headphones. So what's going on?
That's because I'm on my headphones. I'm gonna go out, bro.
You gotta get my dog right, man.
You got mad people out
He
here.
got it called Abo Internet.
Oh, this is Ab TV right here. He got Ab TV. Yo, he be killing these niggas.
Oh yeah, we gotta see some of these. Cause he really didn't like them niggas, bro. I remember that shit, bro. He used to be going in. He used to be blacking out. And niggas used to be accusing that channel of being him, but I never seen the channel or nothing. I just remember that.
See, we're talking about Black and African Americans. We're not talking about this beef shit that we're on. We're not on this drama shit right now. We're on Aboriginal TV's channel talking about Pan-Africans throwing shots at the Aboriginals. A Pan-African came on here, our brother, that makes our shows live for real. I gotta say, all of us need to like sneak together and throw this nigga like $10 because he's one of the only Pan-African boo-boos that come up here and put up a fight. People that just come up here need to see that. They need to see an African, and they need to see an Indian, and they need to see the debate so they could choose a side. Not a coincidence is a major factor in this community, and people don't even know it. Goofy motherfuckers.